The loudness and the energy, I just couldn't believe it.
I love the energy of the crowd. Let's go!
I'm gonna keep burying you in the ground as fast as I can and as deep as I can.
I enjoy when things get a little saucy.
Give me a freaking break!
Every match you play feels like it's the finals.
Fire, you want fire.
And that's what the fans want to see.
That's what intense tennis is.
Oh, something's happening in tennis, and it's happening fast. What started out as a whisper is now building into a roar and turning heads across the sport. In just a few short weeks here at the INTENNSE Arena, one thing has become crystal clear. The pathway to professional tennis will never be the same. Hello everyone, I'm J.Y. Obona, and we're inside one of the most remarkable stages in all of sports here in Atlanta, Georgia, where we have this new professional team league format, week 5, timeouts, substitutions, men and women competing together that now have many people asking, will this become the new dream for future tennis players? And for those of us that are tuning in to find out what all the buzz is about, we're going to get things started with today at 2 p.m. The return of the Queen, Irina Falconi, is back, the first ever challenge team coach in INTENNSE history, and also the only one to have led her team to victory. She's back at it again. Can she show the world how to do it one more time? She's going to be up against Tampa, who is trying to build on their momentum after getting their first win of the season in week 4. Tonight at 7 p.m., we'll be back for our marquee matchup. The two best teams in the league, Atlanta versus Jacksonville. The season series is split 1-1, and whoever wins tonight will take full control of their championship destiny. But how will Atlanta respond after having their win streak snapped thanks to Sam Nicholson's record-setting performance? But more importantly for Atlanta, how is Kevin King's knee doing? He's been struggling a bit, and he's been a key piece in their success this season. Then we'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. to wrap things up. Tampa takes on Atlanta, where Tampa has stepped up in men's singles, but they're still winless in doubles. They've brought in Quinn Gleason to help get them over the top. Can she be the missing piece that helps them get their first doubles win of the season and their second overall team win? Make sure you stay with us across the entire weekend to see how all these things unfold. But first, before we get any further, we have to introduce somebody that's not just one of the most important members of the commentary team, somebody who is the fire, the energy, the passion that drives us forward on this incredible mission that we're on and defines what INTENNSE is all about, Luke Jensen.
I'm Luke Jensen, the former French Open doubles champion. I'm the on-court awesome for intense tennis. Let's do this! Tennis has always been viewed, even today, to a point as a country club sport. And intense to me is this way of seeing tennis, but on steroids. When you watch it, you can't stop watching it. So these players are playing for real cash. These players are trying to use this cash to keep their tennis dreams alive. This is real. We're all in this together. We want to see tennis evolve to something great. And intense is that. Kids want to gravitate to something. Intense hits that nerve. I want the energy. I want something to matter. I want someone on the other side who loses to feel it. Feel it in their gut, feel it in their soul, feel it in their pocketbook. And because it's team, it's even more personal. When you just lose for yourself, okay, you're not responsible for anyone outside of you. But when you lose for your teammates and they're counting on you to win for their dough and their cash, it's a big difference. So today's game needs to be upgraded, and INTENNSE does just that. The format is extremely fun, fast-paced, and the players gravitate to every single point matters. I'm really excited to see the tennis fan that isn't used to cheering this way. When you have that relationship, now it can get pretty personal because you're trying to win a point for a lot of money, and someone in the crowd just throws you off. All of a sudden, the fans feel they're part of the action. We're not saying to be quiet. We're not saying to stay away. We're saying get involved. When you can feel the players playing every point as hard as they can, it is awesome.
We are here with the man himself in the flesh on the court. Welcome back, Luke.
So much fun. So much fun. I mean, that's even getting me fired up. And the writers were so good. Give me all the lines to hit right on target.
I know. That's great to have you here. Did a great job there, and it's been great this season. And, Luke, one of the things that's really emerged that we've seen, how is this format going to play out? How important doubles has really become with the +2s. What have you seen down there courtside, and especially now with Quinn Gleason here?
Tactics, tactics, tactics. I've been traveling the world, too, doing the different tour events from WTA, ATP. They're talking about Intense. They're talking about how cool this is. This is the main tour looking at what you guys are doing here, what the players are doing, what the organization is doing by making it so cool, so fast-paced. But those 2-pointers make the difference, especially in doubles where you can get some quick ones.
Yeah, and then how do teams manage those +2s with the substitutions? Because that's really tough, right? When do you take a player in, when do you take him out?
That's the cool part of all of it, because the coach has really a hands-on approach that says who's got the streak, who's got the out of hand, and who's playing like a dog. So it's so important to make sure tactically, where are my matchups? Everybody knows everybody now. And when you start seeing new players come into the format, will they get up to speed quick enough so they don't hurt their team, where they can actually get in there and be a weapon for their team?
Well, and to manage all this, the importance of coaching, right? We look at how the challenge team has done the entire season. Only one coach has been able to lead their team to victory, and she's back here today, Irina Falconi. How important is coaching in this format?
Oh, the Falcon's on fire. I think she was a very smart player on the tour, and she translates that right. She plugs it right into her players, whether they're playing singles, doubles, mixed. It's phenomenal to see her kind of push the right buttons at the right time, and her team plays with such enthusiasm. So it's so much fun to see the tactics combined with the energy that is intense tennis.
Awesome. Well, Luke, we can't wait to see how this plays out. When we come back, we'll be with you here at 2 p.m. to get things going. When we come back shortly after this break, we are going to have the legend herself very quickly and the queen, Irina Falconi.
I know I'm a woman coach, and also I'm the youngest, so it's always different, I think, and pretty new, but I just think that you can give a chance to everyone. My name is Yelena Labat, and I'm coaching the Tempest team. So I started playing tennis when I was 4 years old in France. My dad started to coach me. I just had one coach when I was 10 years old until now. I still have the same coach in France back home. And I love tennis. It was more like a fun game. No competition at the beginning, and I started to like, at some point when I was 16, I realized I was pretty okay, and I just decided to do more competition and take it more seriously. I think my coach made the person that I am on the court and off the court as well. He impacted me a lot on technique-wise, but also my spirit, how I fight on the court. I felt that confidence builds trust and shows build performance. That's the most important for me as a coach, to make the player understand that I understand them. It's not only being a player, it's also a person. And any little win, we have to celebrate. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a small win for them or a big win, I will always support them. When I was 17, I just decided to go to the US. I saw a lot of players going there and getting scholarship to play in the United States. When I came to the US, I was not speaking one word of English, so I arrived in Columbus State University, and it was way different than France. Also was just after COVID, so when I had to learn English, they were all wearing a mask. So it was really difficult to communicate, actually, first of all. So I was a little bit questioning myself why I'm here. But then after, it started to be really fun.
Welcome back to the Intense Arena here in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's take a quick look at the Week 1 Challenge Team win over Atlanta.
I had a lot of freaking fun as to what just happened on that court.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Coming in as a challenger, beating Team Atlanta men was something that I wanted to do all day.
I expected to beat Team Atlanta today.
They just took it to us today.
This is what, honestly, a lot of us tennis players and competitors live to play in.
Tyler played really well and was just playing smart, grinding us down.
I was feeding off the crowd.
She was obviously taking control and she did really well.
Shutting some of these fans up has been the best thing for me, honestly.
I love that the fans are trash talking. You know, I want more of it.
I really performed the best in these situations.
I'm just excited that it's definitely going to be competitive. We lost, so it's obviously going to be competitive.
It's okay. We're fine. We'll be fine next week.
And that was an incredible week one. We do have a slightly different team now for the challenge team. Abby Rincelli, Delaney Hewitt, Sierra Sandy, Joaquin Benoit, Keshav Chopra, and the one piece that was there then and here now, Tyler Stice, trying to help the coach who is now back. She's going to be joining with us right now for a few minutes, Irina Falconi Hartman. I got that part right. So, you know, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so pumped to be here.
Well, and you did a little bit of recruiting on your own, you know, so if it wasn't for an injury, we'd have two of the pieces back. But you got Tyler back. How cool is it for you to not just be in this arena one more time, but with somebody that you know what to expect from them?
It was great. I actually got a text from him last night privately telling me that the reason why he wanted to come back and play for the Challenger team was because of me and Emma Burgich, who unfortunately couldn't play today. But to have that confidence going into today's match and the fact that it's his birthday. So we got to win for his birthday as well.
Got to get him a big happy birthday. And when you look at the rest of the team, what's it been like? You're getting to know some new players, but you've been watching now. You came in as a rookie, so you were also learning. You did an incredible job, but you've also been watching. So what have you been talking about with your team as you get ready for today?
I think the biggest thing was just that communication. You have to just be in constant dialogue, whether they need a moment to kind of regroup, whether there's a timeout, whether there's a substitution. So I think Luke Jensen, he hit it on the spot. It really is about strategy and tactics today. And the team has meshed really well. Some of the players were just meeting each other for the first time, but the energy and the camaraderie that I've already seen so far has been wonderful.
Well, and is there anything that you think from week one? You've also been watching the matches on week two, week three. You're one of the best ones to get on Twitch, by the way. We see you in that chat room sending messages there. So is there anything you're really focused on to manage things that maybe you weren't aware of the first time you were here?
I think just that continued energy, you have to keep vibing from the crowd, keep vibing from the team, and I think that's what's going to be constant for me. It's just making sure that the entire team just is getting up in your face, making sure that they feel the support. If you're playing, if you're not playing, you have to know at any given moment you can be on next. And so I think just getting that energy and just bringing that intensity from the first moment on. And I have to be on myself as well, because I cannot be down at any point. I have to just make sure that they feel my energy and my belief in them as well.
Right, we have this format where you can start anybody at any time, unlimited substitutions, but you're new to this as far as the players you got today. How do you figure out who goes first? Right, we're starting with women's singles. You don't have to tell us who's starting, though I'd like to know. But yeah, how do you figure that out? Is that something that you discussed in practice beforehand?
I discussed a little bit with the team in practice with a few of the girls just to see how they're feeling, if they've already played in this intense atmosphere before. I think having that experience kind of does come in to play. But, you know, Abigail Rincelli, she played a tournament a few weeks ago. She's going to a tournament next week. So I think all these girls are just ready to play no matter what.
And one, you have a Georgia Tech alumni also.
Yes,
so how
Keshav.
cool is that? Here in Atlanta, also have another Georgia Tech player on there to be able to experience this truly together as a team.
Yeah, it was pretty cool when he told me that he was a Yellow Jacket. That just fired me up so much more. And so to be able to play with a fellow Yellow Jacket in Atlanta, I think it's just really awesome.
Awesome. Well, look, Irina, it's great to have you back here. We're going to see you tonight again sitting next to me where you can criticize others, and for now, good luck out there. You can have all the fun that you want, and hopefully we see another upset win.
That's the plan. Thank you so much.
All right, coming up, Challenge Team versus Tamba, getting closer. Stay with us.
I made more money this past weekend in 3 days playing Intense than I ever made playing a pro tournament. I'm Max Benson, Jacksonville. I started Intense. I'm playing futures and such. and, you know, making money is really hard when you're playing futures. I would say a lot of people probably look at tennis as like a rich person's sport, which having a lot of money makes things easier because then you're not thinking about that. But like in my case, I would say it's more, oh, wow, I have to book a flight, book a hotel, and then on top of all of that, I have to pay for my food, my travel, the entry fee, all the stringing. I mean, a lot goes into it. Once I graduated, I did have a nice graduation present from my parents, so I could go play in Europe. But after that, it was all back on me. I had never booked a flight for myself before. I had never booked a hotel, Airbnb, public transport. I went to tournament after tournament. I don't know anybody. They might not even speak English. I went there and figured it out by myself. Everything is on you, like when you're playing pro tennis. So if you do choose to travel with a friend, with a coach, with a physio, whoever you want to travel with, you have to pay them, and you also end up paying their expenses. Sometimes you kind of think in the back of your head, well, the only way I end in the green this week is if like I make semis or final or win the tournament. I went to Austria, and my buddy and I, we played a 25K. We won the doubles, and we still probably ended maybe positive 100 euros by the end of the week. With the money that I'll make from Intense, I'll be able to play way more. After this past weekend, I basically doubled my bank account.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're getting closer and closer. Tampa versus Challenge Team. First event of the weekend coming up. But right now, we do have an exciting guest that is with us, Annabelle Thomas from Team Jacksonville, playing later tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, JY.
So, Annabelle, you know, you're getting ready to play tonight. Definitely appreciate you coming in early and just spending some time with us. What's it been like? You know, first season of the league, you were playing college tennis at Clemson, also at UNF. What's it been like? Now that you've been here, you've really been able to experience this.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this has been the perfect transition, straight from college, going straight into the Intense League, coming off the college format, and then going into another team format. I really couldn't have asked for anything better.
And how different is this for the people that don't know and are catching us for the first time? Okay, we're a professional team format, but how different are we than the other tours that are out there? Just talk a little bit about, no, this is like nothing you've ever experienced before.
Yeah, I mean, being in the arena is literally like nothing I've experienced in any sports setting. The adrenaline before the matches is just so exciting, and just learning about yourself as a player and how to really play on a team and get the best out of it has been amazing. And yeah, I felt like we've all learned a lot as the weeks have progressed, and it's fun to see how the other teams have grown as well throughout the league.
Yeah, and you have the coach, Claudio Pistolesi, with all the experience and everything, just one of the most recognized coaches in tennis history. What's it been like being on the court with him as he's been helping you develop your game?
Yeah, I think what's been really special about our team in Jacksonville is being able to train together, get that coaching from Claudio, and then come to the INTENNSE Arena and be able to put that into the matches. And I felt like I've really got to know the team, and we're really close-knit. And Claudio's advice, I mean, on and off the court, gives me a lot of confidence when I go out there.
Yeah, and something that you've been studying at Clemson, health psychology?
Yeah.
Okay, so how has that impacted you? That's something I've always been very interested in. For me personally, that was something I started to learn about much later in life. But how much has that helped you just as a player and managing your life as a professional athlete?
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why I wanted to study it. I think my last couple years of undergrad, I just realized how important the mental side of tennis was. Like we all know, it's such a difficult sport, especially in a format like Intense. So being able to learn more about myself, about how to stay mentally, physically healthy on and off the court has just helped me so much as an athlete.
And then did you ever try to give your teammates a little bit of advice? Be like, hey, I've researched this. This is pretty legit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell them about the research, but yeah, I think I try and boost my teammates up as much as I can, and just try and be a role model out there. And I mean, it helps myself too when I'm in those difficult situations.
Yeah, and then we just mentioned your team, but What's it been like, you know, the teammates right there on the bench, you know, Max Benson, the energy he brings, gosh, what's it been like having, him and Martine, especially the energy they bring in doubles.
Yeah, I mean, I really couldn't ask for a better team. I just feel like win or lose, we're united. And I know that if I'm struggling within a bowl, I can look over. Max and Martine are going to be getting fired up. And same with my female teammates too. Having Sophia and Ale on a week-to-week basis has been great. And we just really have great team chemistry.
And then what's it like, you know, from England, you came over to play here in the United States, family still back home, right, in England. But to have this support system of a team where it's just beyond, that's the one thing I've really noticed, like when I've seen you all moving around and in the hotel and stuff, just doing everything as a team. Yeah, how much different is that lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people right now that are playing out on tour, and I just think it's lonely out there. Tennis is such a difficult sport, so being able to be surrounded by people that you really care about, they care about you, and it makes you excited to come back and compete and train. I've really, really enjoyed that.
And so for you, like on the court, as you've been building through this season, you know, what are some of the things you're really focusing on tonight? You know, Atlanta, you two are the top 2 teams in the league. A big matchup, right? And especially in the standings, whoever can win tonight takes control of it. What's something you and your team have really focused on for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the result, and you know what's on the line. And I think that's something Claudio's done really well, is just getting us to focus on the way that we want to play, having our strategy, and just trying to put that out onto the court. And just play with courage and have fun, really. It's an amazing experience.
Yeah, and how do you manage playing that with courage, right? Because, you know, to be able to play that offensive, take that risk, you know, is that something that came from you within? Is that something Claudio has been coaching you? Where does that really come from? I hear you use that word a lot.
Yeah, I think courage has kind of been a theme for our team throughout the summer league. And I think it's helped my game a lot too, especially I think you have to play to your strengths in Intense. There's no time to worry too much about what your opponent is doing. There's already so much going through your head out on the court. So if you can just try and play to your strengths as much as possible, then that's really going to help you just gain momentum. You don't have long.
Yeah, and then, you know, doubles has become so important. Everyone's been trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
You know, what's the doubles like with the +2s and trying to not overplay either?
Yeah, doubles is a whole nother side of Intense that I don't even think gets talked about enough because, I mean, the teams just, I feel like we've had really good chemistry as Jacks, as a team in doubles. And then I think the net game is just so much more important than regular doubles because if you're tied to the net, if you're going to be getting off volleys for 2 points, that's going to make such a big difference. And I mean, we've seen how the score can just completely turn around in that second half of the surge.
Awesome. Well, Annabelle, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight. And when we come back, we are going to have Challenge Team versus Tampa.
I'm just trying not to mess things up. He's always trying to give me some grief.
Excited to compete against him. Good luck.
I know he's going to be at his best as he wants to win.
There's not many people on this planet that knows my game more than Manny.
It was a learning experience, but it was fun.
It was great to play against him and also great to get a win over him.
Yeah, I think Intense in this format, it just provides a great opportunity for young players to really just to make a little bit of money.
Obviously, coming in not having won one yet, it makes you hungrier to win one. And the time to bring it, time to get a win.
The Tampa is the team that you should be scared of, you know?
Oh.
So
okay.
Don't get too confident. Don't get too cocky.
Do you got super close in the end there. I'm just so proud of the team, first of all. Like Sam, amazing job in the men's singles.
I had a good game plan coming in, and I stayed within myself.
I'd like to take my hat off to Sam. I think he pulled out a few good shots at the right times, but in general, I just felt like it was an uphill battle.
The bench was so high.
It gives you energy, and it helps you stay in it when it gets tough.
That was the main difference tonight.
What's with all the beige? What do you got going on here?
What beige? This is
beige is a color.
Yeah.
So, what you're wearing?
This is lamb cream.
Lamb cream.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
didn't mean to insult the colors you have on.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
No, I was actually flattered that you noticed.
Thwack. Chip rally. Oi. Rallying with Chip Rally. A fun show on YouTube and other social media outlets in the year 2025. Produced and directed by Chip Rally. Starring Chip Rally. All stunts provided by Chip Rally. You have more balls just in case I shank one? Look, I told Saeed, I said, look, these ladder matches are timed. If we get the lead, we got to start walking slower. Saeed's running around. He's like running from side to side. I'm like, Saeed, slow down. We're up a break. Just get through it, man. Oh, hey. Chip Rally here on the Rally with Chip Rally. I'm here in the Intense Tennis League with the guys that are the players. And we're hitting deep because in tennis, you want to hit deep.
That's right.
I'm here with Trent Bryde.
You got it. Not Bird, Bryde.
Bryde.
You got it.
DJ. Hedgehog. And, oh no, Hedge Fund. Man.
No, we can go with Hedgehog, that's fine. Yeah.
And Arby's fan.
I don't know where you got that one.
Question for you. What was it like playing for Northern Southern Georgia Tech?
I don't know.
Where'd you went to school in Georgia?
I did, yeah. Small school, University of Georgia.
Bulldogs?
Yeah, Bulldogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Intramural team, congrats.
Yeah. Barely made it. Barely made the cut.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. In all seriousness, you ever run into a guy by the name of John Isner?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Tell him he owes me $50.
I will.
Question for you. What music do you listen to when you're shorting the market?
Actually, I listen to house music.
Yeah?
I did it today.
What were you listening to today?
Rufus.
Okay. R, and then the U, and then the 2 tennis balls, and then F, and then U, and then...
That's right. Yeah.
Nice. Do you have an alias?
Just my last name, Bryde.
Bryde.
Is that good?
I like it.
I should get maybe more clever.
No, I like the Y, because the Y sort of makes it feel like you misspelled it on purpose, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Awesome. We're about to meet you guys. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
We're about halfway through the season now.
Surprises.
I knew it was going to be really loud. I didn't know we were going to have cowbells, the clackers, and horns going on. That's probably the most surprising thing to me.
Fans are finally able to express themselves and also be difference makers.
Get him a shovel. You can't handle tennis rackets.
It surprised me how much you can use it to your advantage.
Let's go, Atlanta.
You see people trying to mess with the opposing team's serve.
That energy is really fun to play in it.
We learned how to be really energetic and how momentum can take you through the entire match.
Being a good team player comes forward in this format.
The one thing to focus on, I think, as a team is just being super hype on the sidelines.
When I'm going down the score, if my team gets quad, that's where I'm feeling like, ooh, something's fishy going on.
If you're not having fun out there, if you're not smiling, cheering on your teammates, you're not going to get the same out of it.
What is going to make us better this second half of the season?
that now the team is very like united.
We had already been training together, so going on road trips and going to dinners, you get to meet them and you get to know them a little better.
Let's go!
We've gotten a lot of momentum as the season's continued.
People are getting more relaxed on the court, and I'm thinking, oh, suddenly I've got this pressure.
We don't want to reinvent the wheel.
We're hungry for some more wins.
The fans can only expect the level to get stronger and stronger as the weeks go on.
The loudness and the energy, I just couldn't believe it.
I love the energy of the crowd. Let's go!
I'm gonna keep burying you in the ground as fast as I can and as deep as I can.
We are live from one of the most remarkable stages in all of sports, where a new pathway to professional tennis is taking the world by storm. Today we have the return of the Queen, Irina Falconi, leading the challenge team versus Tampa. But we are a new format, so let's take a look at the rules the fans will need to know as they follow today's action.
Hey, it's Trent from Team Atlanta. If you want to watch Intense, you gotta know the rules because it's different from the tennis you're used to. Let's go.
Intense is a team sport. Each team consists of 6 players, 3 men, 3 women, roll on, roll off, substitutes all throughout.
Each Pro League duel is made up of 3 matches: men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and mixed doubles.
Each match is made up of 3 10-minute bolts with shot clocks in use. Each team has 2 timeouts per match.
We have easy-to-follow numerical scoring with 1 point for a regular win and 2 points for a clean winner.
1 toss, 1 serve. Once the ball is in the air, you gotta hit it, make it, or lose the point.
The server sets the pace. Returners must be ready, and there's a maximum of 14 seconds between points.
Bolt 6 electric line calling will be overseen by intense officials.
At the end of each match, the highest score wins. A deciding point will be played if teams are tied at the final whistle of the final bolt.
The team with the highest aggregate score at the end of the final ball of the final match is declared the winning team and takes home the cash.
Got it? Good. Enjoy the matches.
All right, those are the rules. Now let's take a look at the challenge team. Abigail Rencelli, Delana Hewitt, Sierra Sandy, Joaquin Benoit, Tyler Stice, and Keshav Chopra. And that's your challenge team. Take a look at the Tampa roster. Sion Mendez, Victoria Flores, Quinn Gleason, Nori Adam, Danny Muminovic, and Sam Frizzell. Hello everyone, I'm JY Obona, and we are here inside the Intense Arena getting ready for our first event of the weekend. Tyler Stice and Irina, they had the week 1 upset for the challenge team. They're back again at it. They've got some new pieces this time, but Tampa on the other side of the net, they had their first win of the season in week 4. They're looking to build on that momentum. They've got Danny Muminovic, who's stepping in this week for the sick Trey. He just couldn't make it this morning, but they stepped up. They got Danny at the last second. Vicky Flores, and then Quinn Gleason alongside Sion Mendez. It's going to be an exciting matchup for today. We're going to go over to the PA announcer right now for the live intros.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for our starting lineups. First up, Team Tampa, led by their coach from France. From the collegiate player to head coach within a year, she's shooting star of success. Ladies and gentlemen, Yelena Labat. From Southampton, Bermuda, a back-to-back 4-time CAA champion. With James Madison bringing the Tropical Thunder onto the court. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Trey Mallory. Next up, from Florida, he's representing the Sunshine State and shines bright like a diamond every time he plays. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sam Frizzell. Next up, Fakorum Sudan, a standout on the ATP Tour since he was 16. The big grin, the big game, and he's just all smiles. Our guy Smiley, Nori Adam. Next up, from Mendon, New York, a top 75 ranked player with the WTA in doubles. She was a big part of Tampa's part of the Fighting Irish and now bringing the fight to Intense Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Quinn Gleason. Next up, from Fort Dodge, Iowa. She's a standout on and off the court, an ITA All-American, and a winner on the Arthur Ashe Leadership and Sponsorship Award. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Vicky Flores. Last but not least, on the Tampa roster, from all the way down under, that's Sydney, Australia, rooted in Argentina fair. She came from the down under to come here to be on top at Intense Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sion Mendez. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our amazing team, Tampa. Ladies and gentlemen, now for our challenge team lineup for this afternoon, led by their coach all the way from Ecuador. She's a top 100 ranked WTA women's singles and doubles player with a ranking in 2010 ACC Player of the Year. Right here from Georgia Tech, ladies and gentlemen, it's Irina Falconi. Next up, from Mar del Plata, Argentina, a back-to-back Sheesh all-conference player from North Georgia, looking to keep the momentum going. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacqueline Benet. Wow. All the way from Atlanta, Georgia, and Auburn Tiger. No need to change their stripes because he knows just how to dominate on the court. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Tyler Stice. All the way from Moldova, a 9-time doubles title winner of the ITF circuit and currently part of that all the way here with that ferocious animal instinct is Sierra Sandy. From Marietta, Georgia, a former #1 ranked USTA 16 player. He may have gone to IMGA, but it doesn't matter because he's OMG right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kiev Chopra. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our official challenge squad of the day.
And those are our two squads that are about to be facing off, but right now, I get to introduce a special guest, Max Benson. Welcome.
Thanks for having me out here.
A little bit of a different spot, court, booth.
Yeah, I mean, I think I prefer the court, but, you know, it's always fun to try something new out.
Well, we got you here for a reason, so we definitely think this could be a lot of fun as you get to watch this. What are you looking forward to today?
I mean, I'm looking forward. I got a couple friends out there on the Challenger team, you know. Maybe I want Tampa to lose, but we're out here rooting for my friends on the Challenger team and talk some smack from here too, even though they can't hear me.
All right, well, I want to hear that smack talk as we get down to our coin toss here to get things going in women's singles.
To start to our women's singles bolts, any questions before we get started? All right, Tampa is the home team. Challenger to call.
Tails, please.
All right, tails is the call. It is tails. Receive?
Yeah.
All right. Tampa to serve.
Oh, it's because I'm sitting up front. That's why. All right, we're going to get things started here. Vicky Flores near side for Tampa. Ball in hand, she's going to serve it up. Abby Rencelli on the far side. For the challenge team, we are going to have 3 10-minute bolts here in women's singles. Men's bolts will be coming up after, and then all 3 doubles formats. Something I think you enjoy a lot, Max.
I mean, I get a couple minutes in singles here and there, but at least I get those one full men's doubles bolt guaranteed every match.
But you crushed it in the first appearance you had in singles, especially a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was wondering, well, keep him in there. Why include Sam? But there's a +2 from Abby, trying to take advantage of this one serve, one toss rule where sometimes players are a little bit safe with that serve. What's it like? I mean, one serve only, very different. How do you handle that as a player?
I mean, I feel like the first couple weeks, all of us were kind of playing around with like what would the best strategy for the serve, especially because, you know, we like to hit big serves and then big forehands, but with one serve, you know, you can't really just keep giving away free points. So now I kind of found like a good little rhythm with like a 60-70% serve, and then also throw in some kick serves and then go from there.
Well, you got the lefty slider, so that's like a cheat code.
Yeah,
I don't know if a righty could just throw in a 60% serve like that.
You keep calling it a cheat code. I'm hitting 30-mile-an-hour kick serves right in the middle of the box.
Well, yeah, no, you can't hit the kick serve. You got to stick with the slider. But I'm in the booth. You listen to your coach. So it is 3-3 here, about 8.5 minutes left. So, and Max, what's it like? You walk in, no real warm-up, right? It's cold shoulder. What is that like?
I mean, I feel like because of how I am on the, like when I'm sitting on the bench cheering for Sam, at least in the singles, and then just cheering for everyone else, like I feel like I'm warm. Like I might not have the racket in my hand, but like I'm ready to go as soon as I need to. And like I told Luke a couple weeks ago, basically, I don't know, my game style kind of works really well for it because I'm just gonna slice and dice a little bit. So I don't really need a couple points to like get some rhythm in there.
Yep. Let's bring in Luke right now, who's courtside. Luke, what's going on, man?
I'll tell you, the action is so intense right now. Just to get off to a good start, both players kind of feeling out who's going to take that early lead and what adjustments you have to make, especially when you get to that 3-minute mark and coaches are going to start to see what the score is and make that quick adjustment.
Yeah, and also this is the first time we've ever had women's singles start first. So for all of them, first time starting things off with all those nerves.
I think it's really interesting to start with the girls because to me, the return is such a dominant shot. And if you just throw in a point starter, you're going to get crushed.
Yeah, I think Abby's shown that already with her power. 7 minutes left. Max, what's it like for you? Because you spent some time also as a coach, right? You coach at UNF. You go back to playing. How did that help your perspective going back to the sport? I
mean, for me, it's really hard, and I tell like the head coach at UNF the same thing. Like after being on the court, it's really hard for me as a player to go back and, I can say whatever I want to say, but I really have no actual way to, how do you say it, like sway the match. Like I can't take any control. I want to put the racket in my hand, but sometimes I just can't.
Yeah, that's the hardest part as a coach, just sitting there watching as we see Irina Falconi Hartman.
Quick substitution.
Yeah, we had Yelena Hewitt in, seeing her first action. And what's it like with substitutions? I mean, you're just there on the sideline. In doubles, for the most part, when you're in, they never take you out. But in singles, you've seen a little sub time, right? Like, how is that preparing to, like, am I going in? Am I going out? Oh, I'm not going in? Okay, what do I do? How does that like? That's so different as well.
I mean, like I said, since I'm bouncing around, I feel like I'm ready to go. Claudio gives me a little death stare, and then I'm ready to go. He's like, Max, are you ready? I'm like, I'm ready. And then we just wait for Sam to give a little look back to Claudio, and then there we gotta go.
And Claudio does have that death stare. Has he pulled out the Italian in practice?
No. Obviously, the one time we had some Italian, when we had a really good doubles bolt, but in practice, no, we haven't got any Italian. I practice my Italian a little bit. He gets a kick out of it.
And we have 13-6 here. Vicky Flores off to a solid start for Tampa. 5 minutes left in this first of 3 10-minute bolts. Yelena with a huge backhand right there. But that's a nice, smart little touch by Vicky, only in her second week playing, but just tapping it down to the side court. And there's that line call that was right on the line, thanks to our friends at Bolt 6. What's it like developing that instinct to, like, no, don't try to get this ball back in, just tap it?
I can't.
It's hard, right?
I haven't done it once. I don't plan on doing it. I hate when the other team does it, but then when I see my team do it a few times, I'm like, well, then I got to keep my mouth shut for a couple points because we're both doing the same thing.
14-8, Vicky Flores near side, Yelena Hewitt on the far side. Yelena, one of the interesting things about Yelena Max is that during COVID, you know, she played pro, skipped college, and when she went to go play pro, you know, that COVID year hit, right? So then, you know, how to manage that time, she's not making any money. She had to go work at Amazon in the warehouses, you know, packing stuff, doing the night shift. I mean, the stuff you have to do as a player to stay afloat.
Yeah. I mean, I know, like for me, whether it's, I mean, I worked for my cousin's flower company one summer.
No way.
Yeah, and then.
Doing what?
I mean, I was basically.
I don't know anything about flowers, that's why.
I didn't either.
Don't tell my wife that.
Yeah, I didn't know anything either. I was basically just a glorified garbage man. They told me get rid of all the flowers that don't look good, put them in the dumpster, and that's all I did.
All right, so you can help me pick out some good flowers.
I got the connect.
17-9, under 4 minutes left. Abby Rincelli back in on the far side, part of the challenge team that anybody can sign up for by scanning that QR code. We got one more challenge series coming up in a few days, Thursday and Friday. If you think you belong in this arena, you got the level, you want to take a chance here, scan that QR code and you can earn your way onto this team and then take a shot against a full-time roster. Sion Mendez now in on the near side. What a duo between Vicky and Sion. Don't think they've lost this season when they've been together. Sion, I think, has won every women's singles since she's been in.
yeah.
Yeah, Tampa's done a great job in women's singles, and you can see it on the scoreboard, 19-10. Abby Rincelli, she's been playing on the WTA and ITF tours. NC State alumni right there. No hard feelings from a Florida State guy here. We just don't have a big rivalry with them. You know, just we win too much. But Abby did take part in some preseason matches. So, and I think she spent a little time training with you guys, right?
Yeah, she spent some time in Jacksonville. She was there before I got there. That's where I met her once I got to Jacksonville. But she's been away. Yeah, she's been away playing a lot of tournaments, winning a lot of matches, winning a couple titles. That's for sure.
Yeah. 21-11 though, they're down 10. See if she can step it up a little bit for her team. Hard when you have Sion's backhand like that going forward and just rockets a +2. She's gonna go back and serve on the same side. For those of you that wanna come check this out and you've been missing the last few weeks, we have our last weekend of the season coming up. Scan that QR code, get your tickets, come back, and you can see this before we come back for next year in season 2. But next weekend, we'll be back here in Atlanta, Georgia, Electric Owl Studios, stage 3. What was your first impression when you walked in and you're like, this is where we're gonna play?
I remember seeing the blueprints, and honestly, my first impression was there's no way you're building something like that. Like, it looks pretty sick. And then when we walked in, I was like, wow, they really made it happen. The lights, the cameras, I mean, I played in front of a camera before, but not like all these cameras. I mean, they get every angle you can imagine.
Well, and to play with this type of arena so close, I mean, so different than anything you've ever played with. The energy of the fans, is that comforting, discomforting, or you just get used to it?
I think you just have to embrace it. I think at first we were all a little nervous. Like, I'm standing on the sideline, hands are cold, you know. But then, you know, once the fans get going, then you kind of embrace it. You get a lot of energy from the fans, from your team. It makes everything more fun.
27-13 for Tampa. I'm J.Y. Obone. Got Max Benson here, star from Jacksonville, who's really stood out. The Ginger Ninja, under a minute left. How did that nickname come about? Man, I gotta ask.
Oh my, another drop shot. 0 for 2. She's 0 for 2.
I know. If anyone's got a shot to do it, we got to give her the leeway.
Yeah, I mean, she's got plenty of highlights so far, so she might get another.
Don't change the subject. Ginger Ninja. How did that come about?
Honestly, I think it might be one of like my childhood, like, I'm not sure what game. If it was one of my like old usernames or something from a video
AOL?
game. Yeah, something like that. And as soon as we needed to pick a name and a number, that was the first thing that came to mind.
Well, someone who does play video games still continuously is actually Sion, is big in Call of Duty. Got to get her to play more on Twitch. She's over in this other platform where we don't need to mention, but she's big on the video games as well. Last 15 seconds here to finish off our first bolt. Another +2. They have a huge double-digit lead right now, 31-15, and this is going to be our last point.
She doesn't need the drop shot if she's going to strike the ball like that.
And that'll do it. She just walks it in and takes that first bolt for her team, 31-15. What a great job right there. For the most part, it's been Tampa. Vicky Flores started it off against Abby Rincelli, but Vicky just had a really solid start. Abby tried to show some of the power, but didn't quite have it. And so Vicky just got them off to a lead, and then Sion Mendez came in and really pushed it to a double-digit lead. Great job, and now we'll go courtside. Luke Jensen's got Vicky.
A lightning bolt of awesome, a starter. Stay focused, stop high-fiving and signing autographs. What was the difference in this bolt?
You know, that's a great question, and I think there was not much to say. We just left it all out there, and we got a good start. So.
What's the key to the clock and all the vibe here?
You know, actually, when I'm serving, I try to take as long as I can, because that means, like, you know, I just run the clock down, and I don't really want to rush when I'm up, you know?
Tell us about your team.
They're pretty cool. I'm sure you guys can tell. I don't want to brag too much, but I think we're the most fun team here.
What are you going to do in the next bolt?
Do the same thing.
Win.
Yeah, that's it.
Hit winners.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to do.
She's going to go out and hit winners. Okay, see ya. Let's go!
The spark right there, getting her team off to a great start, spending a little time with Luke as we prepare for our second women's singles bolt coming up. We got 2 more 10 minutes. After this, the men, they're waiting. They want their piece of the pie. We'll see how things go. See if challenge team can mount a little bit of a comeback right here. It looks like Yelena Hewitt is going to lead things off in the second bolt. Sion Mendez will be coming back. Let's see if we can get Yelena in a little bit as she prepares her team. Hey, Yelena, how you doing? It's a good start for you all there.
Yeah, for now it's a good start, so I hope they're going to keep going right now.
Right, and how do you manage this, right? 2 great singles players right there, Vicky and Sion. How do you get to choose?
I just try to change as soon as they get a little bit down. So I try to get both of them in a rhythm. Right now I put Sion back because Vicky is like smiling all over the place. I don't feel like she's focused enough. So putting Sion again and then tell her to warm up so she can get ready for the next one. But for sure, we switch both of them all the time so they don't lose energy.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Yelena. Good luck.
Thank you.
(31-16). Sion Mendez near side, Yelena Hewitt far side. Getting some coaching by Irina Falconi Hartman. Got Luke Jensen, who's courtside, and saw a great first bolt there by Tampa.
Yeah, Falcone wants her team just claw this back. Don't think about big chunks, just base hits, right? Get real solid. Let's lay off with the unforced errors and see what they're going to give us.
And just a very experienced team, right? With Tampa, now you have the challenge team. All great players on other tours, but this is a different format.
Yeah, I tell you what, starting with the women that are so solid. I mean, Vicky Flores was such a star to come out and just not make errors and cough anything up. And it puts a lot of pressure on that challenger team that all of a sudden has to come up with something.
Yeah, 33-17. This is the first time in the entire season we've seen a coaching strategy where they chose to start off who starts first. Because men or women, the host team gets to choose, and Yelena, as the host team, they got to choose, and this was the first time they went with women's singles, and why not? They've been undefeated in singles this year, and we can see why.
It's such an interesting approach because do you go with your horses early on, right? Where you can really put some pressure on the other side, or do you want to close with them? And I think it's so interesting. Every coach in this league so far has really used the X's and O's and played to their team's strengths. So impressed with this Tampa team. Look at these rallies. You're changing spins, paces.
What defense?
Yeah. And that's a 2-pointer. That's exactly what that team needs. Just keep chipping away, and you've got the talent, right? You look at what Hewitt brings to it. Big serving, big ground strokes, beautiful length on the sideline. The sideline stretch. So composed, too. She's the most composed competitor I've seen in the league, where she doesn't rush. She plays to her tempo.
Yeah, it's just amazing control right there. Didn't get off to a good start, but you see no panic in her. And I think what's happened with the teams is one of the things they've learned is for all these players, they're still not used to the scoreboard pressure. Just being down 15-20, it just feels like a lot to them. And so we've just seen a lot of players overhit, overplay, over panic, and that's why they've just found it's just better to start off with your best horses.
And it's funny because, look, we've seen 40-point leads evaporate. There's so much tennis out in front of us still, so there's no need to sit there and try to hit your way through a bad situation.
Well, and that's the hard part for an athlete, right? Separating the emotion from the logic. 'Cause logically speaking, down 25-30, not that much, but the emotion of it, because it's new for them, can be hard.
Having the coach, I'm so impressed with Falcone. I mean, she really talking to her players point after point, keeping them calm, keeping them engaged.
See Vicky Flores back in on the near side, substituting for Sion. They're just trading back and forth, and why not? And let's see what the confusion is all about. It looks like Vicky was expecting an out call. The ball did look really far out. They're going to try to figure it out. Irina's saying, hey, no call. We got to keep playing. Vicky tried to stop that on her own.
Yeah, they paused the clock now, so they're going to get it straight. But it's so funny, when you throw in Flores, all of a sudden it is another bolt of lightning. And she's always played with such great energy. Talk to anyone when she played at Georgia Tech. She was just a huge part of their success. Coming from Fort Dodge, Iowa. I mean, her and her brother played forever.
I think we replay the point because whenever there's a call that it misses,
okay,
it shows up on the
replay the point. Okay. Replay the point. Replay.
So they're going to replay the point. Luke, you're from Michigan. How many other players you met from Iowa?
I'll tell you, you'd be amazed from that Missouri Valley section. Spent a lot of time. Iowa City, I mean, it's Jack Suck. No, he's not from Iowa, but Nebraska, right?
That's another one.
Andy Roddick, Nebraska. I mean, they grow, it's got to be the corn, right? It's got to be children of the corn.
That's farm country. They know how to work there.
These are the points you want. Just work the corners, work the power.
Irina's JY here. How are things going as you get started? Not the best start, but also hanging in there.
Yeah, I think everybody's just trying to get used to, you know, the lights, the format. Here we go, Yelena. Every point. Remember, take your time. And I think, you know, Team Tampa obviously has a ton of experience under their belt, and so just being able to do the right things at the right moments, being able to, you know, just harness the power that Yelena is able to produce and just choose our big targets. There you go. There you go. Big targets, Yelena. Big targets until you get the shot you want. Take your time. So, yes, sorry, that was the answer to a very long answer to the question. Sorry.
Well, you've gone through all three of the players now. Are you selling in on Yelena? Or are you still going to be rotating them through?
I think we have to just keep changing it up, keep substituting, and just keep finding what works, because as we all know, tennis is just all about matchups. All right. Substitution, Abigail. Abigail. Next one, Abigail. So yeah, there's going to be a substitution coming up soon, and so, you know, just okay. Substitution. You're all right. Don't worry about it. You got us in a great position. Keep at it.
All right, thanks, Irina. Good luck.
Thanks.
41-25 Tampa with a 16-point lead. Vicky Flores on the near side for Tampa against Abby Rincelli on the far side. Georgia Tech versus NC State here at the Intense League. Just under 5 minutes left in the second of 3 10-minute bolts with a +2 by Vicky. Great open stance back in to give herself a 2-point shot right there. And when you hit a clean winner, you go back and serve on the same side.
Vicky's always been really good taking the ball in her eyes. Remember, growing up, she wasn't a big kid, so when she'd get moonballed, she'd have to take the ball early and drive it and time it.
The spark plug right there, the Energizer Bunny that helped give Tampa their first win of the season in week 4. Definitely has made a huge impact, and they were thrilled that she came back.
She's just fun to be around, right? She's just such a glue kind of player. Gonna bring everyone together, win or lose. She's always prepared, and she's got this cool game face. She's having fun, and all of a sudden, when the coin flip went, she got on the court, and it was just all business.
Oh, and look, it was funny. I was talking to her before everything got started today, and she said she loves to play golf. And I'm like, all right, what's your favorite club? Which one you go to? She's like, come on, driver, go big or go home. And it just fits her personality. I'm like, that totally fits.
I love this substitution. You know, you don't wear out your player. You keep them fresh. You're rolling another kind of vibe, another tempo.
This is where all those junior practices, you know, when you have 4 people on a court, and so you're switching out 2 and 2,
yeah.
You play 2, you wait 2, all those times where people complained about not having the court time and playing that, now you're ready. You came back years later. It fits here.
Yeah, you've got to be able to quickly get to what you do well, what you can land, what punches can you land right away to help your team. And if you're down, you're a challenger team right now, you just got to stop making errors. You can lose this thing, but you've got to extend these points, get these rallies longer. So even if you do lose this bolt will drain out, the time will drain out. But you can't be just coughing up point after point. You've got to give your team a chance in the bolts moving forward.
Great half volley by there. Abby Rencelli with the beautiful blue Yonex right there. And there's that QR code on the bottom of your screen. If you want to make it onto here and take on players like Sion, you can join us. You just have to be one of the top 3 players Thursday and Friday, and you can make it onto this court and play in this broadcasted event.
And it's amazing the number of signups, right? I mean, the tennis industry is talking about this opportunity. Get out here, playing in this arena, playing in this kind of format, playing for the cash. It's really cool to see the players that have talked about this and are signing up and trying to play as much as they can.
Well, and Luke, you said it right there. I mean, there's cash to be made even in those challenge event rounds on Thursday and Friday, so you can really double up Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. But what's been so cool to see is from week 1 where we didn't fill up the full draw, and then now we have alternates in just a few weeks.
Right,
it's amazing.
Exactly. They're trying to work out their schedule so they can fit it in between their tournament schedule. So it's really cool to see how this is really gaining so much momentum. The vibe is so positive.
48-31. It's going to be the last minute here. Let's see, did Sion serve on the wrong side? Is that what happened? They're going to have to try to figure something out. We got a sub going in as well. A lot of chaos going on. Substitutions, timeouts, we have them all.
The score updated directly after the point was added.
And then it's a replay. Yes, as a point late. Correct. It was 47. It's a replay. That's why I told you it's 2 points, and then they add 48.
Yes, but it was directly after.
But then when she starts, it's the latest. That's not my fault. That's the school board. Say that. They just changed it. Say that before.
Well,
it's a late update, though.
It was a late update. But we're not playing the point. Play a stop. Play a stop.
We don't even play.
I think we should count that.
We have to count.
Okay, fine.
48-32.
It's fine.
They didn't add replay. No replay. Y'all get the point. It was 31. Y'all get the point. 48-32.
There's Marshall, our referee, kindly trying to explain to Yelena and Irina Falconi Hartman what happened there. And there on the bottom of your screen, we have tonight, tomorrow, and then last weekend coming up next week, so you can scan that QR code and join us so you can see what this has been all about. An incredible first season, week 5, week 6 coming up to finish things off. And Abby Rencelli with the last 40 seconds here, see if she can rack up some extra points to close this deficit just a little bit more. 49-32. Vicky Flores on the near side for Tampa, Georgia Tech alumni, trying to rep Tampa here in the Intense League. And there's that one serve, one toss rule that, you know, some players can sometimes struggle with. Got to find your rhythm there. We were talking to Max Benson earlier today, how he said they had to find that rhythm, and he found his, and it's really helped it a lot. Last 9 seconds. This will be our last point. And there we see the faults just going back and forth. So just donating a lot of gifts back and forth, unable to really build any momentum. It's still close, so I think that's the biggest thing. You know, they tied it up in that second bolt, so that 16-point deficit for the challenge team remains. They're trying to figure out who's going to really get a good rhythm for the challenge team. Delaney Hewitt stepped in there early on, tried to provide some good rhythm with a great +2 right there, and then Sion just hung in, but challenge team couldn't really pull away, and so Team Tampa keeps their 16-point deficit as we go courtside with Luke and Irina.
She was a fighter as a player, and she's a fighter as a coach. You're not happy right now. How are you going to turn this around?
I think we just have to maintain that energy and just keep changing up to see what matchups kind of work in our favor. Tampa obviously has a ton of experience the last 8 weeks where they've been playing, and you know, Coach Yelena knows what she's doing out there, and so it's just really almost wanting that element of surprise because they don't really know our players, and so just maintaining that energy, keep switching up until something sticks.
What are you looking for from your team to get that groove?
I think just a little bit of rhythm, which is a little bit tough on these courts, but I think big targets, really good. That's the biggest thing. You want big targets. You want to just go down the middle until you get the shot that you want. And so just having that patience, which is a little ironic in these circumstances, but I think, yeah, just finding that rhythm.
Go get them.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, let's see if Irina can find the rhythm that her team needs to get a second upset win. She's been the only one that's been able to lead the challenge team to a victory this season. They're down right now, though. It's a tough task to start off against the duo of Vicky Flores and Sion Mendez. 31-16 in that first bolt for Tampa, but then they at least kept it close. They tied it in that second one, 20-20, so at least the lead didn't get any bigger. And now we're coming up in our third and final bolt. Overall, we have the team event going on, but in this women's singles portion, whichever team also wins that, they take home their prize money. So we're playing for two things at once. So challenge team definitely wants to keep it close for when the men come in. Still enough of a lead right now that they could cut into it and even win this women's singles portion overall. But we'll see. They're going to need a great start from Abby Renchelli on the far side, NC State Wolfpack alumni, who's trained some as well with the Jacksonville team and their coach. And on the near side, we have Vicky Flores, the spark right there, as she's going to try to hold him off and lead her team to victory in this women's singles portion before the men come on. And there's a big +2 that the challenge team's gonna need. Vicky trying to play aggressive, come to the net, but great passing shot by Abby. And on the near side, seeing her first action of the day, Quinn Gleason, not just first action of the day, first action of the year, coming in for a special spot right now. She is the double specialist on the WTA Tour, but also a great singles player coming from Notre Dame. Joining us now, an incredible effort. Flight got canceled yesterday. Delta, come on. You know, with all these storms, couldn't find a way to put Quinn on a flight. Made the effort, switched over to United. Broke my heart, I'm a big Delta guy. But then took the 6 a.m. flight, made it here at 10:20, came straight to the arena, made it in time even to warm up and take some headshots for the website, and now is helping her team with a 54-38 lead. Trying to serve and volley, get her first action of the day. And there you go with the +2. Welcome to Intense Quinn Gleason with a big high five by Vicky Flores. Luke, how tough is this? Flying in 6 a.m. to do this?
Yeah, I'll tell you, she's from Rochester, New York. I've known her for a very long time. A tremendous competitor. When you want to roll someone out on your team to close something out like Bolt 3, you want a Quinn Gleason. She has always been a great all-court player. She does really well now, obviously, in the WTA doubles scene. But boy, singles, doubles, mixed. She's phenomenal. She thinks throughout the point. She'll use her spins, her heights. Total one of these old-school all-court players.
Yeah, the only thing she doesn't have going for her right now is that Yankee tap. We can talk about that another time. But I asked her this morning, I'm like, Quinn, geez, she came in. I had to give her a big hug for her ever to be here. But I was just like, what's it like? How do you feel? You need some coffee, a Red Bull? What do you need? And she's like, nah, I'm good. This is the life of a tennis player. We're used to this. Big serve, far side by Yelena. Quinn trying to do the little sneak attack and attack that one serve rule, but Yelena, big serve, gets a +2, still 58-41, 17-point lead for Tampa. Last 7 minutes here, and see if Yelena can, well, hopefully not serve like that moving forward.
Then we see Quinn serve a lot of moves. Oh, she goes with the underhand sloppy Joe. She was practicing that in the warm-up earlier today.
Back in, it was +2 right there, didn't work out. She's loving the rules so far, trying to get to the net for the +2s, using the underhand serve. She got a little bit of action, as I'm sure we'll see a lot more of her in doubles today, and Vicky Flores is back in. A good serve to Yelena's forehand. Big thank you to all of our sponsors that have helped put together our first season here. Yonex, we've seen a couple of those Yonexes out here. Wilson, thank you as well. And then AT Sports right there. Aquatech, thank you as well for your support. Vicky Flores, 62-43, 19-point lead for Tampa. 6 minutes left. Got the overall duel that we're going for, but the women are also, if they win their portion, they get home their individual prize money. So challenge team playing for a lot to try to come back. There's that
That's
power.
a big shot. That's a big shot right there.
I think Yelena's been able to keep the challenge team in it with her +2s.
Well, they can't really attack her serve. It's got a lot of jump on it. Her size and wrist snap. There's a timeout.
Yeah. Be ready of making more balls, like long point. You don't have to go for winners on the return.
Yeah.
And we still are, right now it's the same than before.
Hang on, I want to get more though.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just play your game. You don't have to go for too much.
Yeah.
Go for a cross if you don't feel good in return on the first one, and then you slap it.
Yeah.
But like try to change the rhythm against her. If it's the tall one,
I would just like that. I was not on line.
Yeah, but change the rhythm.
Love the coaching. Love the coaching. The tour stuff is just Bush League. You're like 50 yards from your player and you're trying to coach on the tour from the box, and it's almost useless. The other side can hear what you're saying. Here, you're right on the court. You can help your player, the X's and O's, the technical stuff. Fantastic. One of the things when you see this is that the coach can make quick adjustments right away that help you just analyze what's going on. In this case, you got Tampa with this big lead. You don't want to drown out anything at this point. You got to continue to build on this lead, but there's an unforced error from Flores. She's got to clean that up. I'm telling you, if the challenger team can get into the 50s, they're in business here.
Yeah, only a 14-point lead now, and Yelena's starting to play better. They're starting to get into a rhythm, and just as I say that, I ruined that, so sorry, Yelena. Commentator curse right there. But they're keeping it close, which is so important as the men are going to be coming up next. And it's going to be tough for Tampa. They had one of their players, Trey Mallory, come down with food poison this morning. Free agent pickup. An hour and a half before the match, Tampa had to call up Danny Muminovic, who's come out for all the Challenge Series events. Did not make it onto the challenge team this time. The Tampa gave him a call and said, hey, you want a shot at the big show? He's here, but we'll see how Tampa manages that without one of their consistent players.
These rallies are so explosive, really a lot of pace. Look at the direction, getting close to the sideline, little cut ball there.
Oh, a little, is that a drop shot or an invitation to the net?
I think it was a brain cramp from Flores. Come on, Vicky, you're better than that.
I was about to say it was one of the longest points in the match, and she should have just kept working there. Didn't have anything. Just hang in.
God, that's a big forehand. That is a massive forehand.
Come on, girl, take your time. Let's go.
Yelena finding her stride, challenge team off the bench. Irina asking for more energy from the fans to try to help them get the upset today. 65-53, only 12 points. They're hanging in very nicely. 3.5 minutes left as we finish up. Abby Rincelli, she is in on the far side after a great performance by Yelena. Let's see if Abby can build on this against Vicky. Great backhand, great finish, but great anticipation by Abby to limit to just a +1. Clean winners do count as +2, so even if you're going to lose the point, you at least want to try to find a way to limit it to 1. So also a great defensive effort by Abby, and Vicky there still gets some back-to-back points. I think a Braves fan came in and took down the Yankees hat there. Quinn's now got a nice little intense hat. 67-54. Can I give a shout out to the Marlins now, Hammer? Hanging in there for the playoff race.
And that was a let serve. You got to play the lets here. Everything's moving. Got to hit every toss. You can't catch the toss. The rules are so fast-paced.
Sion Mendez, you talk about the fast pace. I think we've seen more substitutions in this women's singles match than any other match this season. Back and forth for all the players. Sion Mendez back in, only 11 points, but this is big for the challenge team. Tampa definitely trying to extend it to a bigger lead with them having a new free agent signing for the men's side. But 10-point lead, 67-57. Last 2 minutes, challenge team picking it up. Oh,
yeah.
She saw the opening, missed it.
You can't panic right there. You know, you got within 10, just work the point, get to the corners.
That's sliding on this gritty court. So tough. Sion, the Aussie Argentinian training in Spain. Sliding around, but not enough. Big forehand by Abby. The powers from Yelena and Abby are taking over as Irina using one of her final timeouts here.
Timeout to go to waste. Remember, routine, breathe. One more minute. I want you to just go freaking big targets. She can't handle your pace. Just go at her. She's not going to hit a winner on you as long as you keep going at her. Take your time. Remember to breathe. Remember to fucking breathe. Let's go. Let's go. A minute and 13 seconds or something. Yes, go breathe. Go breathe. You got 30 seconds in the timeout. Take your time.
Irina fired up right there as her team is building momentum, getting better. Abby Rincelli coming in, piggybacking off a great performance by Yelena. The power duo right there is really stepping it up. They were down 20 at one point, and now they have kept it close. Now the men are excited as they're coming up next in the singles portion. And then Sion Mendez on the near side, just seeing if she can sneak a few extra points for Tampa. Minute 13 left. A little confusion on where to serve.
Little shake and bake.
Vicky, I wonder if Sion was doing that on purpose. The shot clock does show what side they have to serve on in case they forget.
Just got stuck in no man's land right there. Didn't get down for that volley.
It looked like she wanted to hit a bigger approach, just didn't really let it go and then got stuck. Five seconds. Sion not panicking after the challenge team making that run, staying steady. 12-point lead, 13-point lead. Just a brain cramp. That timeout looks like it didn't work out. You know, it looks like Abby's just overthought it. 3 just mental mistakes right there. Great kick. Why? Wow. You only learned that on the red clays.
That's right. That's right. Get that big kickstart, my heart.
All us American hardcourters just using the body slider.
There's the dropper. Oh, she almost got it.
Oh, we're going to walk in right there. A couple points in a row for Tampa. Challenge team was doing better. They at least kept it close. The women still win their portion in this match for the prize money. They do have the men coming up right now as we get that prepared. Men's singles is coming up next, but Abby right there was trying to step it up after Yelena had that +2 passing shot, did a great job. Quinn Gleason seeing her first action of the day after flying in at 6 a.m. But we're going to go courtside with Luke, who's with Sion, who held the challenge team off.
Sion, congratulations. A nice bolt, way to finish out. What was the difference?
Honestly, I couldn't really tell you. Thank God for Vicky today and Quinn, because I was not feeling it. But they played super solid, and they set the tone for the women's for sure.
The challengers got within 10. They called a timeout. Was there a change in strategy?
I was just trying to make balls for me today. Vicky pretty much carried, and Yelena just told me, just play your game, make balls, don't rush, and see what happens.
We love your drop shot.
Yeah, I made one today, thank God.
You got to go for it.
I do.
All right, more men's tennis, more women's tennis, but the men's bowl singles coming up next.
Take a quick look at this match summary right there. The challenge team, really, it was that first bolt, which happens for the challenge team as they're the inexperienced ones coming in. Great job by Sion and Vicky, 31-15, gave them that 16-point lead. Very close after that, and we'll see if men's singles can now make up the difference to try to get them a little bit closer. So stay with us when we come back, men's singles, to get things going.
Tennis has a really funny way of humbling you.
I'm Trent Bryde, and I play for Team Atlanta.
I grew up in Suwanee, Georgia, had the best childhood ever, had amazing parents. My dad was actually in tennis. He was the director of tennis at a country club called the Standard Club, and that's how I got introduced to the sport of tennis. I won the Super Nationals for 12s. It was the clay court Super Nationals, a really big tournament. After winning that, I was #1 in the country for that age division, and that's when I knew that I could really take this thing far, and I really wanted to be a professional tennis player, and that was my only goal. I wanted to be top 100 in the world. That was what I wanted to do. So from 14 to 18, and was able to be lucky enough to get to 8 in the world. It's a brutal grind. You're not going to luxurious areas, 15 years old, going to Lima, Peru, staying in a room with 3 guys, beds back to back to back, no hot water, no AC. We would open up the window at night, just so we can get a little bit of air, and there'd be construction all night, we wouldn't sleep. I was dealing with that at 15. I mean, it put life into perspective for me. Professional tennis, when you start at the bottom, right? When you're starting with the futures, it's the same thing. You're losing a lot of money. So until you get to the ATP events, it's not a great life in any way, shape, or form, really. I had an opportunity to choose whether to go to college or to turn pro. And of all those guys in the top 10, I think I was the only one that actually pursued college tennis.
Welcome back to the Intense Arena, where a new pathway to professional tennis has been built. We have Tampa versus the challenge team. Women's singles got things started, and Tampa had a great first bolt that kept a big lead for them. I'm J.Y.O. Bonin. We have men's singles coming up, but I got Kevin King from Team Atlanta. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah, you know, we had Max Benson come in earlier. That was great, and now we got you from court to booth. We're going to have the women's coming up, but preparing for tonight, have to ask you, how's the knee doing?
It's doing good. Definitely got as much rehab in as possible, and we'll get a good warm-up in and ready to go.
Awesome. Well, look, we're excited to have you there. Definitely so much more fun to see you with that serve and volley action. Coming forward, racking up the +2s. The team's better with you there. The league's better with you here. And we're about to get things started here. Let's see who the challenge team is going to throw out to get their men started off. You know, Sam Frizzell had a great performance in week 4 to help them get their first victory, and looks like it's Joaquin Benoit. And we're going to go down to the coin toss with our referee, Marshall.
Well, gentlemen, this is the start of our men's singles bolts. Any questions before we get started? All right, Tampa, you're the home team. Challenger the call. Tails is the call. It is heads. All right, thank you. Challenger to serve.
All right, men's singles getting things started here. Joaquin Benoit for the challenge team will be serving. 3 10-minute bolts, 73.58 in the overall portion. But that was also for the women's to take care of their prize money. The men's will get their shot in the prize money, so they're playing for 2 things. They got the men's singles coming up, and if they win that, they get their prize money, and then they also get to add on for the overall team portion. Kevin, what's that like? You have the men's portion, we got that prize money inside there, but then you also have the team. Is that even a thought in your head, that where you guys come down to it at some point?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to take care of your portion and do well and win your section, but I think the team part of it is a huge part of it. I mean, we want to win as a team. Team Atlanta, we're trying to represent the city, so that's our main focus.
Well, and you've definitely been representing the city, you know, Peachtree City.
Peachtree City, yeah.
All right, lived there, Georgia Tech, played there, came back, coaching there, now playing. I mean, guess you like Atlanta? Fried chicken, what is it?
I can't get out of the city. Yeah, I love it here. Great people, great tennis community, so it's awesome to have this here.
And we had 9 minutes left in this first of 3 10-minute bolts, 3-2. Challenge team, Joaquin Benoit on the far side, Sam Frizzell on the near side. You know, Joaquin played at North Georgia, another player not too far, but he's from Argentina. Loves to eat a little bit of an asado. Didn't ask him if he likes his mate or if he's an espresso guy, but we'll find that out after. Sam Frizzell had his best performance last week, so he's getting the start. You know, Nori Smiles was the first one to get the start for Tampa. What's that like? You have this team format. Who starts, who doesn't? You know, do egos get involved? I want to be the starter. How does that work? 'Cause that's so different on the other tours where you're just on your own. It's always you.
Yeah, no, Coach Marcelo's done a great job with the team dynamic, and we just want to go out and get to a good start. We know we got 3 great guys and 3 great girls, so we know we can come and fill in. So we're excited whenever we get in.
Yeah, but because also when you played at Georgia Tech, that was, you know, the original team format of tennis right there, but you're still always playing. You're always in. You always got your match to take care of. But here, what's that feeling like where, you know, Marcelo helped us come up with, and I got to give Stokey the credit for the Reaper walk, right, where he walks over to the chair umpire and just gives, like, I'm going to pull him out. Do you feel that as a player when you're about to get pulled?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to be in there contributing, but you know, I think our team is close, so we know the next guy up is gonna do his best, and we got anyone that can contribute.
Tyler Styson on the far side, Auburn graduate, also born here in the Atlanta area. Is there that part of you when they go take you out, be like, no, give me another shot? They just be like, oh, God, man, I'm just starting to play better. Give me a chance.
No, absolutely. I mean, we're all competitive out here. We're all high-level athletes. I think everyone wants to do it on their own, but that's the beauty of this. Bringing a team aspect into tennis is awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Tyler Stice here, far side. Sam Frizzell still in on the near side. Challenge team has used one of their substitutions. 6-6 here, tied up in the men's singles portion, 79-64. Still a 15-point lead in the overall portion. We see Nori Smiles on the near side. Tampa using a substitution. The captain graduated from FAMU, had to wait a few years to get his first college scholarship in Sudan. I mean, how tough is that, you know, when you're a junior, trying to put that thought behind that, hey, I'm trying to play for a scholarship or not? What was that experience like for you when you started to get into that college recruiting life?
Yeah, you definitely are thinking about it a little bit. I see it on the recruiting side too now as a coach. Guys want to really perform, especially when coaches are watching. But that, you know, that's where it comes down to just really putting in the work, and hopefully you can get through that pressure and just be able to stick with what you can do.
And we look at Nori right now, 10-7 lead for Tampa. You can see definitely a little slow and stiff. How do you manage that time Now, for the most part, you've started a lot, so you've been able to just go and run in it. You know when to be ready. But how tough is it for you all to learn how to keep yourself warm so you don't get, not play bad, but so you also stay healthy, don't get hurt?
Yeah, it was definitely an adjustment. I think for me now I have the mindset of this is a 2-hour match. I'm staying warm the whole time, regardless of who's in, regardless of what segment it is, and just be ready to go as soon as your coach asks for you.
That's great backhand down the line by Tyler Stice, right off the line. 11-8 3-point lead, and they're cutting into the overall team lead. Irina Falconi Hartman's loving it until he hits a serve like that. And for you who love the big serves, right? The big serve is such a weapon for you. It was actually interesting to see how you were the first week, but then how it seemed like you found a different rhythm to help you serve a lot better. But what was that adjustment like with this one serve rule and one toss?
Yeah, I think, you know, first week I came in with a little bit of a conservative mindset, which just wasn't my game. I mean, I like playing big tennis. I like moving forward. So I made a little bit of adjustment, got a little more aggressive, started to put pressure on my opponent, and I think that's been paying off so far.
Yeah, big inside cut volley by Nori, +2. They've now taken the lead in the men's singles portion. And as he tries a beautiful drop shot right there, scared Tyler with that big forehand preparation, but used the dropper. And what was interesting for you, Kevin, was seeing you go more aggressive, actually. We've seen a lot of people that go safer, but you found your better rhythm actually hitting bigger on the serve, and that's actually cut down on your faults.
Absolutely. I think that is just a little bit of, you know, how I'm used to playing over the last several years. So it's a little bit more of my comfort zone, believe it or not. And yeah, hopefully we can do that again tonight.
We see substitutions for both teams. Joaquin Benoit from Argentina and also University of North Georgia come in for Tyler Stice. Sam Frizzell back in on the near side. I thought Nori was hurt for a little bit, but he actually started to play a little bit better, and they look like a good little time. I see Nori signaling over to Yelena, maybe just rolled his ankle a little bit, a little cold coming in and didn't find his footing, but they have a 16-12 lead in the men's singles and also extending the overall team portion. Big overhead right there. Dangerous to throw up lobs like that. I know you love it when you get those lobs, huh?
I love it. That's what you want out here.
There's that serve and volley. He's been watching some Kevin King. Oh, Tyler Stice luckily saved that to just a +1, but don't see a lot of serve and volleys there. 19-12 in this men's portion. Tampa playing a lot better until I spoke up, and Sam misses that. Luke Jensen courtside, Kevin King here sitting with me in the booth. A lot of fun today.
Kevin the Hammer King. Geez, I'm learning more watching him play doubles than on the tour watching what those guys are doing. Kevin, you were flying all over the place. What is the difference in this format compared to the other formats you played?
I think the intensity is so much higher here, and I think you can just really kind of cause chaos if you're all over the place. There's not a lot of time to think, and if you can just take up as much of the court as possible, you can have a lot of success.
But you're having so much fun. You can see it on your face, your body language, and it lifts the whole team. As soon as you guys get to the doubles, like you just separate from the other side.
The team environment is awesome. The fans have been incredible this season, and it's once you get going, you stop thinking and you just go after it, and it's been a blast.
What do you think 2 points for a tag?
I love it.
2 points for
I'm
a
all
tag.
for that. We do that at Georgia Tech all the time, and yeah, I think we should have it.
We got a timeout here by the challenge team.
Keep playing high on this backhand. Whenever you get the short ball, you open to the other side, okay? Try to use the angles, okay? And as soon as we switch, you get Joaquin all the time. And I think the other one will get the chance also to step in. Anyway, on the second ball, you start it, okay? I want you to start on the second ball just to feel the ball as well. You will warm up in 2 minutes, okay? And we see.
All right, but just go middle until you find the shot that you want to go for. Come on. Give me 2 more minutes of your best play. Come on. Let's go, Tyler. Come on.
We got 2 minutes left here. Timeout right there. Thank you to everyone joining us on Peachtree Sports Network, Twitch, and YouTube. We are paying attention to the Twitch chat stream, so send in any questions right there. We'll also be back tonight to watch Kevin try to lead Atlanta over a win against Jacksonville. Big match as well, as whoever wins that match can take control of their championship destiny. Big +2 there by Tyler Stice. Last 2 minutes. What's it like playing on a clock? where you know it's like running down on you?
Yeah, it's different. I mean, obviously, depending on the score, if you have the lead, you're trying to run it out a little bit. You also only get 14 seconds between points. So you're really trying to hurry up the first, get the ball, get to the line, and then get into your routine.
We've heard some conversations where we're trying to extend rallies to draw, drain that clock. But that's kind of tough because you're changing your game style. You could also leave some balls hanging and they take +2s. It's such a new way to play tennis.
Yeah, I think we're all learning. I know that's very matchup dependent also. I know some guys are able to do that more, and against some guys you're able to do that more. Wow, what a shot.
Wow. Angled drop shot right there by Norin, dropping the mic. 23-17. Didn't know if that was a drop shot or a slice. Doesn't matter. +2. 96-75 overall. Back at it. Tyler Stites. Look at that as he looked at his team and says, how you like that? How did Tyler get here today? Well, he scanned that QR code. He joined the Challenge Series on Thursday and Friday. Second time making it through. Was part of the only team, sorry Kevin, to have led the challenge team to a victory over Atlanta over here. But that was the first week. No one's been able to do it since. So Tyler's like, I gotta come back, man. Like, challenge team needs to step it up. He's doing his best right there, but still 96-78 Tampa overall. Big kick serve there with the come on. Trying to hang in there, 30 seconds left. Tyler's breathing hard, but he's gonna stay in and finish it. Solid rally right there, 24-21, 97-79. He's gonna have to play one more point, trying to use that short kick wide. And a great serve right there. I think Noy's going to try to get another one. Ball still in play, tosses it, and it's not going to count. They couldn't clear the ball fast enough. Noy wanted to build on that momentum. And we see both runs from both teams. Nori playing better, Tyler playing better, then back to Nori and Sam. What a tight back and forth right there. Joaquin Benoit got to start for the challenge team. Then Tyler Stites came in, trying to use the kick serve to come in. And that was the moment right there where we thought Nori rolled his ankle, but it turned out to be okay and started to play a lot better. But Tyler Stites trying to lead that challenge team to an upset victory again. He's courtside with Luke.
This guy was built for this format, man. You're a War Eagle, but you are War Eagle out here. What was the difference in this bowl?
I think just trying to settle in. Obviously, I have experience with this now. This is my second time playing, so just trying to settle in and try not to make too many, serve +1 or return +1 errors right away. I think, as long as we keep doing that, we'll give ourselves a chance.
But you have this ability where they get a 2-pointer with a winner, but you're able to kind of get your mind right and come back with another winner on your own. How are you able to do that?
Honestly, because my whole life I've been seeing winners go by me. You know what I mean? So you have to learn really quickly to kind of just let it bounce off of you and just kind of reset for the next point. And that's really all I'm trying to do out here.
You guys are down 98-79. What's going to be the difference in this next bowl?
It's a great question. I think just, again, like I said, just being solid right away, early in the points, We just can't give free points away. I was a little mad at myself for some of the serves I missed in Bolt 1, so trying to eliminate some of those mistakes and just taking it one point at a time.
Get fired up.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Bolt number 2, men's singles, coming up.
Tyler Stites is fired up. He loves playing in the Intense Arena, loves this atmosphere. But love doesn't get you a win. They're still down 98-79 in the overall portion, and they've got a small deficit in the men's singles as they're trying to win their share of the prize money. Looks like Danny Muminovic is going to be subbing in. The free agent pickup got the call. Match time was 2 o'clock. 12:30 got the call. Can you come in, play? Takes the Uber, makes it here to get some of this experience. I'm JYO Bonet. Trent Bryde,
let's go.
Team Atlanta,
let's
welcome,
go.
Man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have one question, the most important question. What do you curl in the gym?
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, man, is this custom made or did it break out when you put it on?
I used the scissors, cut it up this morning. Pretty good job, huh?
Dude, that's solid. I've tried the scissor. That's not easy to make it. That looks like actually professionally made.
Right?
At 25-21, Joaquin Benoit, and on the far side, Trent Bryde from Team Atlanta taking a little time as they prepare for a huge match tonight. What's that been like? You and Jacksonville, two best teams here, a lot on the line with the championship.
Yeah.
What's that been like?
Yeah, I mean, we played the trials yesterday. You know, I thought I played personally really well. I think the girls, you know, struggled a little bit last night, but did really well last week against Jacksonville. They know what they need to do today, and we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Yeah, and then 26-22, Joaquin Benoit, 26-23. The team is fired up. You all lost to the challenge team, but in week one, but we've seen how you all have been learning and experiencing. What's something that really stood out to you and your growth and your team's growth? Because you guys went on a run after that first weekend.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, I think the first week, everyone's first time playing in this facility, it's a little bit tricky. The environment is obviously crazy. The court's a little bit different. And I think that first week was really just taking a moment to get used to the environment. And I think you could see, you know, after that first week, what a great point. After that first week, you know, we got our rhythm and we figured it out. So, but good to see the challenge team, some of the same guys we played that first week. Tyler Stice, really, really tough player in these conditions. So, but pretty good to see Tampa taking the lead here.
Yeah, Tampa's done well. Very interesting that I think you all are going to do the same tonight. Leading off with women's singles, changing things up. That was a big thing that really helped Tampa. Yeah. And Trent, you talked about playing inside this arena, but you've also played everywhere around the world.
Sure.
Right? Top 10 junior in the world before you came to UGA. Yeah. What's it been like going to all those events, all that travel, but then you also now are playing inside the arena? What's been some of the stuff that's really stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've played, I mean, all over the world, as you said, but I mean, there's nothing like this environment, right? And that's what makes it so special. You know, people screaming in the middle of the point. Obviously, you got the bells and whistles during and after points. You know, your team's on the sidelines, basically on the court with you. It's just a different atmosphere, and I think it's something that tennis really, really needs. That, you know, even playing throughout the whole world, there's nothing like this.
Big backhand by Joaquin Benoit. They're hanging in there. Danny Muvinovic, free agent signing, also playing pretty well as he gets a short break. Tough ass, but I thought he did very well. They're just running into this arena 30 minutes before the start time. Great job by him. But Trent, you know, something that I've been wanting to ask you, you know, one of the best juniors in the world, one of the best college players in the world, everything on there is, you know, watch that match that you played at the Atlanta Open in that night match. Great three-set battle. But you chose to not go on to the ATP Tour and pursue that career, but you came back here and gave this a shot. Why not continue the ATP Tour life, and then also why here?
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, you know, towards the end of my college career, I had to make a decision, right? And it was to, you know, start my career in finance or continue playing tennis, and it wasn't an easy decision. But listen, I mean, you know just as well as me how tough it is to make money on the pro tour. That's the biggest thing, right? And if I didn't feel like I could make top 100 in, you know, 1-2 years, then I just didn't feel like it made a bunch of sense because of how much money it takes, right? And so started my career in finance, and you know, once this opportunity came along, I knew I had to take it. One, obviously the money is great, which is a huge advantage versus playing on the ATP Tour, and then just wanted to you know, scratch that competitive itch, right? I mean, that's the one thing you miss the most as a competitive tennis player is scratching that itch. So being able to have this opportunity to play this and make a little bit of money also, and playing alongside a team, I mean, there's not a better mix.
31-29, Sam Frizzell back in on the near side, Joaquin Benoit far side. Argentinian University of North Georgia standout. Wow. Some good tennis to start to pick up. Look at the defense.
Wow.
Oh, what? Wow, what defense. Great point right there. Anytime the challenge team tries to make a run, it just seems like Tampa's hanging in. Great job, 105-87. And then Trent, you talked about the money. Looks like you might have some money to manage with yourself and players. You all can actually make money playing here. And, you know, the travel life, right? You're not traveling 35 weeks a year, and you can make a living.
That's exactly right. I mean, being able to be in Atlanta and have this in Atlanta is obviously a huge, huge advantage, something that I love, right? I can still do the work I need to do during the week, also train here during the week when it's raining. I mean, it couldn't be a better situation for me. So just blessed to be a part of this league.
32 all now in the men's singles portion. And then you see the other score, 105.90. That's because if the men's singles, they play for their share of the prize money. If they win that, that just goes straight to them. And then you got the overall dual match. Thank you to everybody watching on Peachtree Sports Network, YouTube, and Twitch. We see you on the chat stream. Great question right there. Only one challenge team has ever won, and that was led by Tyler Stites and Irina Falconi over the Atlanta team and Trent Bryde next to me. But we've had some great comebacks. We've seen a 40-point comeback come down to within single digits. So this is nothing compared to them as we get a timeout right now.
That's an advantage. They use both timeouts. So for now, we're going to keep playing with the same way.
All day with him. You are more athletic than him. No reason why you should be losing points with him, okay? Remember that. He's not going to hurt you from the backhand side. Test the forehand. He likes it when you slice to his forehand. He likes that, okay? If something's not working...
Like down the line forehand, he likes it?
He likes it when you... I haven't seen you do it one time. Show me. Show me he can. I want him running at forehand. I want him. You know he's going to rip. You know he's going to rip. Let's go. Show me something. Show me something. Come on.
Go. Okay. Be strong, solid, and Iceman, okay? Be smart, please. Let's go.
There you go, thanks. Appreciate it.
34-32, Nori back in against Tyler Stites. What's it like? You also have a pretty fiery coach. Irina's pretty fired up there.
Yeah, I like that from Irina. She was showing some assertiveness, some comfortability with this challenge team.
Yeah, what's it like having somebody like Marcelo who, you know, he's very direct, very honest, but also very passionate with what he's doing.
Yeah, well, that's what you want, right? You want a coach that's going to be passionate about, you know, this league and each of our developments as a player, right? You want someone with a lot of passion, and he brings that, right? And he's obviously just a great coach to be alongside, and the passion is the greatest part about him.
34, 33, 35, 33.
JY, who do you got in this?
Tampa.
You got Tampa?
Yeah, now I do.
You know what? I'm gonna go contrary, and I think challenge team's gonna come back and get the win.
The tough part is I think Tampa, they're better in doubles, in my opinion. Yeah. And especially by adding like Quinn Gleason, Vicky Flores, I think they'll be better. And this I'll go to you. My perspective on the outside in is just scoreboard pressure.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
So when you see that scoreboard pressure in double, we've seen people overplay. Is that like a real thing that you feel that scoreboard? Because you're not used to dealing with that. Like basketball players, they're used to being down 20 now, and they come back more than ever now. But this is new for you all.
Yeah, I mean, scoreboard pressure is a real thing. Once you know, the team that gets that lead in the beginning, if you don't keep it tight, it can really get away from you, right? Because that team with the lead is now freed up. They can go for more winners. They can extend the lead. They don't have as much pressure. And then when you're the team that's down, it's like, okay, what do I do? Do I try and go 1 point at a time? Do I go for 2-pointers? You get a little bit undecided, and you're not committed to one certain thing. It makes it really tough to come back. But I think ultimately the best way to come back is just be patient. There's more time than you realize. If you start going for winners, you make unforced errors, and it's just not the smart tactic.
The one thing you remember now, once the double starts, it's almost like another gear, right? You're shifting to all these 2-pointers than the net play. So the singles is like the appetizer before the dubs.
41-35. Tampa extending this lead just a little bit, under 2 minutes. Still have one more 10-minute bolt before we get to all those fun doubles bolts after this. Joaquin Benoit on the far side, Sam Frizzell trying to follow up his best singles performance in week 4 with the big come on. He's playing solid today. Joaquin Benoit trying to stay calm and steady, but just haven't picked up that first bolt by Vicky and Sion. That's been the biggest difference. From there, everything's been really close and tight. There, Irina said she wanted Sam moving on the run, but maybe a little bit more than that. Great cut-off forehand approach down the line, 43-35.
I've been pretty impressed with Sam, man. I mean, his come in. He's playing really well. He had that win against Sam Nicholson, played a lot of time against him last week. Obviously, Sam Nicholson played really well against us the next day, so it's impressive to see how Sam Frizzell is getting it done.
I think that's been the evolution of week one. Each week, something different is happening. Some players stepping up. Everybody's just finding, okay, not just how do I play this, but also what do I practice? How do I prepare for this? And so Sam took a couple weeks, but then he's found his footing. Nori smiles back in, last 30 seconds here versus Tyler Stites.
Well, that's the beauty about this league, right? I mean, there's all the teams, every single match is competitive, right? You have various levels of tennis players, right? Various levels of careers, but you see that all these matches, they're so similar in level. That's because it's so hard to be consistent, right? Little tweener from Nori there.
Oh, God.
Of course.
If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be him. And I think Tyler was so stunned, he didn't know what to do and hit the bottom of the floor there. And Nori's going to walk that off. I would walk it off after hitting an approach shot like that. Tampa extends the lead, not just in men's singles, but overall as we get to some highlights here. Danny moving over, it's Mr. Free Agent coming in. Played some pretty solid tennis against Joaquin Benoit. They had some great points to get started. Looking like a veteran right there by Danny, did not make it a +2. As we're gonna go down courtside with Luke, who has Sam Frizzell with him.
Sam, so solid. What are you feeling out there?
I mean, we got a good rhythm going. Our girls built a nice lead for us, so we're doing our best to build on it. There's still 5 more bolts, so
you guys are
intensity.
You're intensity, but you're playing for money, and then your teammate Nori goes for a tweener. What's that all about?
He won the point, so I'm not going to say anything, but no, we're doing a good job. Bring the energy, bring the intensity, trying to stay on top of them, not letting up.
I'll tell you, that challenger team's making a run at you guys. How do you kind of beat them down?
For sure. I mean, we use our experience. We've been here. We know what kind of energy to bring. They're kind of, it's their first time here for a lot of them, so we're trying to bring the experience, bring the energy, and shut them down.
Good luck in the next bolt.
Thank you.
Coming up next, bolt number 3, men's singles.
Bolt 3 in men's singles. That's going to be a big one right now with Trent Bryde. We were talking about the scoreboard pressured and how hard it can be, and then how it can also free up the other team. So the challenge team is really going to want to step up here and try to keep it close. Tampa has been playing some very solid, consistent, stable tennis that has prevented the challenge team from really keeping this very close. We got another match coming up tonight, tomorrow as well, and then one final weekend. If you want to see all the action in person, this is one of the most remarkable arenas you'll ever find in all of sports. Scan that QR code and you can join us in this historic season as we move forward. It looks like Nori Smiles will be back in to keep things going for the third bolt. Let's see who's going to start for the challenge team. Keshav Chopra coming in, seeing his first action of the day. Georgia Tech alum, Atlanta native. We're going to get things going as I now have a special guest with me, Martin Gutierrez, as he prepares for tonight. Martin, thanks for joining us, man.
Happy to be here, man. It's always good to watch some good tennis.
Yeah, this time you get to be on the sideline watching a little bit. You're the guy playing, preparing. Thank you for taking a few minutes. We're in our third and final bolt of the men's singles as Nori wants to try to find that big forehand. That's his weapon. But the one thing's been with him, he can hit the 5 best shots. We saw with that little tweener approach a little bit before. And other times, you don't know what you're going to get. Keshav, he's seeing his first action of the day. Martin, how difficult is it? So Keshav, great player, Georgia Tech, awesome. Not played here before. How important is it to have the experience now that you've been playing here for a few weeks?
Oh, it's everything. Keshav, though, he was practicing with us in Jacksonville quite a bit. People don't know that.
Oh.
So he's familiar with it, and he did some preseason events too. But on top of that, he's an incredible player, so I'm not surprised if he comes out here beating some veterans.
Well, that explains why he made it through the Challenge Series. I was watching him in the Challenge Series. Happens on Thursday and Fridays. Anyone can sign up for that. And the biggest tell when they practice it a little bit, when there's about to be a winner on them and they just go and tap it in the ground. They have been practicing, not just sending it back. We have a quick timeout right here. Wow. Let's listen into this.
Surprise! Nobody told me. Nobody told me anything. That's what I meant. That was cool. This is the plan the whole
okay? And you might step in again also. No. Come on. Make him play. I want long rally.
There's a great little run by the challenge team right there. What's it like with this timeout format? You know, does it help? We saw it with Abby Rincelli in the challenge team. It actually hurt her. She was on a run, timeout, to try to give her a breather, but then she lost every point after. What's it been like using these timeouts?
You got to use them at the right moment. That's the key. They can stop the rhythm of the other team, but they can also give you a break. And when you got a star player out there who you don't want to sub out for, but you need them to have a breather, it's the perfect time to do it.
Keshav Chopra in on the far side. Georgia Tech alum, been playing on the ITF and ATP tours. And there we see the timeout kind of rule them a little bit. One serve, one toss rule, misses that serve. 46-44. Still within distance here. 17-point lead in the overall portion. Sam Frizzell in on the far side. And now, Martine, we're going to have doubles coming up. And you've just been an absolute stud. What is it about doubles that just brings out the best in you?
The energy is on another level when it comes to doubles. Singles is awesome. I love singles, but when you got 4 people on the court, a partner like Max or Sophia that are looking at me after I hit a winner and I can look at them and just scream, there's nothing like that.
And how cool to play in such a freeing environment where you can't just scream whenever you can be yourself. You don't have to worry about this, you know, being so kept within a little bubble, right?
Yeah, you let the lion out of the cage. I can see that now with Keshav, the way he's hitting. If you're wearing a bandana like that, that only means one of 2 things. You're going to play real well, or you never played tennis in your life.
It's funny how it's just one or the other. It's nothing in between.
Nothing in between.
48-45 for Tampa, 121-103. The men are playing for 2 things. Their individual prize money in the men's singles match and also the overall portion. Great open stance backhand by both players. Modern tennis right there. Whoa! Great little touch by Sam to save it, but great point. Fires up his teammate. How important is it also for the teammates that are on the bench that you're still part of this, even if you're not playing?
Yeah, every single player, whether you're on the bench or playing on the court, plays a huge role. Those cowbells, the clappers, make a huge difference, and people don't realize that, I think.
And that's new, right? Because these players have to get used to, hey, you know, even though you're not playing, because in college, you know, multiple champion at Barry University, but when you're playing there, you're either in or you're out. And you're playing a lot the last few years. You actually had to work your way up. That's something very important. You started at the bottom of the line when you first got there, worked your way up to play these national championships. But now you're in the team, you're in. Whether it's this court or that court, you're in. Now, you might not be in the whole time. And we've seen that in singles. You haven't seen much time. How is that for you as a player? Just, you have to impact the game in different ways.
Yeah, I think one thing always stays the same with me, and that's I'm going to do whatever I can to win, whether that's for myself, but also if I'm playing on a team, I'm going to do whatever I can to help the team win. Some days that means I'm hitting the ball. Sometimes that means I'm on the sidelines cheering on a teammate. But either way, the goal is to win.
50-48, Tampa trying to get their 2nd win of the season here. Sam Frizzell, Xavier University on the near side. Whoa.
Careful over there.
Jeez.
Flying balls.
Wow, that was, I don't know, that looked pretty direct.
That looked like some of my shots the other day.
Yeah, let's take a look at that line call by our friends at Bolt 6. Looks to be about 2 inches wide as Keshav Chopra on the far side.
The chopper.
He is trying to expose that forehand wide that Irina was asking for earlier. Great energy from the team. Never mind. What is that one serve, one toss rule like for you? Because one of the things I've noticed from day one, you're fearless with it.
Yeah.
And you always go for it. I mean, what was it like getting ready for this format where, all right, what kind of serve do I need to hit in this format?
I'm loving it. I think it's helped my serve a ton, to be honest, hitting that one serve, because I think people try and take something off it, but I think when you pick up the racket speed and just go for it, put some spin on it, but still keep hitting at it, is when you can really rack some points up.
Yeah, and one of the things that we've always wondered for these coaches, do you structure practice differently because of these different rules? Do you do different drills now? Like, okay, I have to make the serve. I cannot fault. So you found some different ways in practice to improve stuff?
Yeah, we've been working a lot on mainly just playing bolts, because that's the best practice, is just going out there and doing it and competing and seeing how you can translate those practice bolts into the real thing.
And Keisha getting his team fired up in men's singles. They've taken the lead, 54-52. In the overall portion, they're still down, but only 13 as we have another timeout.
Yes, so go drink. Go drink, but whenever you actually use your spin, okay, make it play deep. He doesn't really step in on that one. Then make sure you do the extra work to be inside of the court for that ball. Okay, it's good when you change rhythm. But on that return, don't try to get any winner or whatever. Like, it's better you to use like your angles cross that you have already in return. It's gonna be better. But still be the one aggressive. I want you to be the one aggressive, but use like more spin deep because it doesn't step in on that one. Okay? You still up on the score. Doesn't matter the score. Just keep doing the right thing.
You know, she says the score doesn't matter, but like, how hard is it to really, you know, not pay attention to that? Like, when you talk about that, she's talking that score line, right? Don't pay attention to the score. How can you not, right? I mean, under 4 minutes, how have you found that, like, blocking that score out? You know, you had that huge run a few weeks ago when you guys were down big, you got us within single digits. To put, hey, just keep focusing on what's in front of you. How hard is that?
It's not an easy challenge, but those who do it best are those who come out on top, because the only thing that matters is the score. But sometimes the way to impact the score the best is to just completely forget about it.
J.Y. Obona here, Martin Gutierrez, captain of the Jacksonville team. Also got Luke Jensen courtside, getting very close to all the action.
No, the intensity, I mean, this Challenger team has completely changed everything they were doing in the previous bowls. They have found a rhythm and a confidence, and the crowd's going nuts. A bumpy on the other side, the cowbells, the clappers, it's another level right now.
56-53. Martine, we asked Kevin this question earlier. You know, we have 3 minutes left here, and it does decide where the prize money goes for men's singles. It's the same in all the other categories. Do you pay attention to that? Do you have the overall team score, but then you have the individual score?
Yeah, you definitely, it's something that crosses your mind. You can't help it, but at the end of the day, if you play smart tennis, it helps with both, you know? Yeah. If you try and win the points in the individual, you're going to get the money, but you're also going to help the team.
A little too aggressive right there by Keisha, trying to serve and volley. What's it been like working with somebody like Claudio, who has so much tennis experience, also can be very intense? You know, what's it been like, you know, being under his wing for the last few months?
It's been a lot of fun. He's got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and a lot of jokes.
Big +2 right there by Sam with the cut volley coming in. 57-56. My favorite moment is when he busted out the Italian. He totally blacked out in one of the interviews. He is so intense. I tell you what, I don't know if it's hard to say between him and Marcelo who has more passion, but I'll tell you this, no one has more passion for trying to improve players, get wins, and do anything like that. If anything, I think Marcelo's just tied with him.
They're both angry, feisty, and a little bit of a switch on or off. What a shot there.
No way. Open stance, back corner, +2, tying it up. Under 2 minutes left. 131-116, but 58 all in the men's singles. Martine, we get to watch a fun one coming down here.
Yeah, this feels like WWE excitement level right now.
Sam's feeling it, going for some extra +2s. They're going to keep Keisha in as he's been rocking and rolling in bolt number 3.
Yeah, Keisha looks a little more fresh right now, a little more locked in. I don't doubt Sam, though.
Great kick wide, the courage to fake it, and that fake toss. I've seen you use that a lot. You love to go that kick toss, serve it out wide. Keisha using that. Maybe you guys practiced it together when you were in Jacksonville. Last minute here, 61-59 challenge team. Prize money on the line.
Ba-da-da.
Well, that one's gonna go on not top 10 for SportsCenter.
Yeah, that was a bad mistake there.
You let him up. You gave him the opportunity. This is your time to shine, and then he rewards you with that. Tampa not too happy. 62-59 challenge team. 62-60. Last 30 seconds. Down 2. crowd getting involved. They can scream and shout anytime they want. Tries to get to +2. Only 1 point. Couldn't put away the volley. This might be the last point. Does he absolutely go for it? And he went for the serve and volley. Didn't work out. Couldn't put away. And he goes for the extra point. Is that going to be a +2 that affects the team? That should impact the overall team. And yes, they're going to give it to him. Sam right there thought the clock was going to run out. Keisha paying attention to the clock. Notice he had 2 seconds left. He had locked in the men's singles portion for his team for the prize money, but tacked on 2 more for the overall. What a veteran right there as we get to these highlights. Nori coming in, but Keisha putting on a show at the very end. Wow, what a performance leading in. Keisha racking up some +2s. Sam trying to come in, holding back, volleyed extremely well, but Keisha just stepping up. And even after that great passing shot by Sam, Keisha still kept coming. And then we're gonna come up against that serve. We're gonna see it in a second. Sam serves and volleys. He was down 1, tried to get to +2. Didn't work out, and then Keisha's gonna sneak in that +2 right there. It was courtside with Luke.
The killer Cobra. How were you able to win that?
Hey, well, I was definitely fresh. First 2 bolts definitely wasn't put in. Honestly, to be honest, I don't know why, but like, it's okay, you know, all we do is live in the present moment. Just came out, I was ready to go. Luckily, you know, it's tough when you're standing on the sides and you get cold and stuff, but no, like, I feel like I just went for my shots, committed every single moment, and job's not done yet, so let's keep going.
But during the points, you're sitting there and you're rallying, you're looking, and then as soon as the bolt is over, I love how you kind of center yourself for the singles, for the serve. What's going through your mind before you hit that serve?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a little bit of this. I've seen that like people kind of rush to serve a little bit. Me, I don't think I have the biggest second serve, but I think it's effective. I can place it kind of well, so I think I just kind of took my time. Let me just hit my spots and then look for the +1 because these points happen so quick. So you definitely just got to be on your serve, and that's really all I can control.
How do you shift gears for the doubles?
For the doubles, I've always had a good amount of confidence in doubles, coming off some good tournaments on the tour. So really, I'm just going to commit, bring a lot of energy, take over the middle, go for the serves, and that's it, you know, that's it.
It's your time.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Men's doubles bowl coming up next.
Let's do it. They did it in that men's singles portion, 25-21 for Tampa in that first bolt. But look at bolt number 3, 27-16, and it really came on in the last few minutes. What a job there by Keshav Chopra. Didn't see any action in the first 2 bolts and did a great job to finish it off. And in the women's singles, there was that first bolt with Sion and Vicky tag teaming that gave them a 16-point lead. And then the next 2 were tight, but they held on. But now 134-123 overall. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, doubles to determine who wins this duel.
How you guys feeling for today? Great. Yes. Awesome. We're about to meet you guys. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
We're about halfway through the season now. Surprises.
I knew it was going to be really loud. I didn't know we were going to have cowbells, the clackers, and horns going on. That's probably the most surprising thing to me.
Fans are finally able to express themselves and also be difference makers.
Get him a shovel. We can handle tennis rackets.
It surprised me how much you can use it to your advantage.
Let's go, Atlanta.
You see people trying to mess with the opposing team's serve.
That energy is really fun to play in it.
We learned how to be really energetic and how momentum can take you through the entire match.
Being a good team player comes forward in this format.
The one thing to focus on, I think, as a team is just being super hype on the sidelines.
When I'm going down the score, if my team gets pride, that's where I'm feeling like, ooh, something's fishy going on.
If you're not having fun out there, if you're not smiling, cheering on your teammates, you're not going to get the same out of it.
What is going to make us better this second half of the season? That now the team is very unite.
We had already been training together, but going on road trips and going to dinners, you get to meet them and you get to know them a little better.
We've gotten a lot of momentum as the season's continued.
People are getting more relaxed on the court, and I'm thinking, oh, suddenly I've got this pressure.
We don't want to reinvent the wheel.
We're hungry for some more wins.
The fans can only expect the level to get stronger and stronger as the weeks go on.
We're back at the Intense Arena. Challenge Team Tampa. Challenge Team stepping it up in men's singles, and should we say, Keshav Chopra, the star right there. Incredible performance in the last few minutes to help them get the win in men's singles. But now we come down to the doubles. We got a great event going on. JY Obona and Luke Jensen courtside. Tampa is gonna try to step it up here and hold off this challenge team, and we go to the coin toss to get things going for women's doubles.
Well, ladies, this is the start of women's doubles. Tampa's the home team. Challenger to call. Tails is the call. It is tails. Sure. Right. Challenger to serve. Good luck.
Challenge team to serve. Yelena Hewitt, Abby Rincelli on the far side, Vicky Flores, Quinn Gleason on the near side, Luke Jensen courtside.
You're about to be treated to a master class of doubles. Quinn Gleason is so much fun to watch. When she's not hitting the ball, how she moves without the ball, how she complements her partner. She is such a chaos agent around that net. So the challenger team better watch out. I think they're just setting up the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, a lot of moving pieces here. But again, the doubles, who serves, where do they serve? Vicky Flores for Tampa there. She's got the ball in hand. She wants to serve. We know that. She is a game time player.
I want to go back to Gleason again, because when you watch doubles, if you play doubles, she is just so, she will smother the net. She will look to poach at every opportunity. So in this format, with the 2-point play.
Stop. But it was not connected to the board.
Okay. Okay, they're ready to do a replay though.
The point is going to count. The point is going to count.
Right.
She had already served. So.
Big targets, you guys, from the first point. Let's go.
Irina, this is JY here. What happened there? What's Marshall doing?
Apparently, it was something about the clock. They didn't actually, the point was played, but the clock wasn't on point.
You gotta
no
get
pun
some,
intended.
Gotta get some ChatGPT stuff going. But Irina, what a performance by Keshav to finish off in men's singles.
Yeah, a little element of surprise there. Just holding on to that one until the very end. But he came out firing, just really set the tone here for the entire team. All right, give me 1 second. Ladies, come on, big targets, let's go. So we just want to make sure that we keep that momentum going right from the beginning, because we know that Quinn and Vicky both know how to play good doubles.
Well, you should keep jinxing them like that, because she just missed a very routine volley. You commentators jinx, you're getting ready to sit in the booth later tonight.
Oh man, yeah, that's what I was going for. So we'll see if she hits a lob here on this. Oh.
So, Coach, when you see such aggressive net play on the other side, how do you counter that with your team?
I mean, we got to use the lob. We got to use the lob, which is kind of tough, especially with these lights. But
and the 2 points, that's what I'm worried about. You throw up a short lob, that's a 2-pointer.
Yeah, they just need to constantly be trying to show them different things. Mix up the lob if you're comfortable. She's closing into the net a lot, okay? So yeah, I just think that the fundamentals, it's very easy to want to go for those 2 points right off the bat, but you want to make sure that you maintain the fundamentals of going right at the net person, and you know, just finding that rhythm. Find that rhythm on your serve. And so, yeah, you just want to make sure of that. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked.
Well, Irina, appreciate your time. Good luck right there. We've seen some of the movement already from Quinn Gleason and some of the poaches.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of that. I've played her in singles and doubles. She's exceptionally tough. So both Yelena and Abby knew that she was going to be having a lot of action, a lot of movement on the court. And so, yeah, I think we just have to find that rhythm.
All right, well, Irina, we'll let you get back to finding that rhythm as you're down 8-4 in the doubles here.
Thanks, guys.
So Quinn Gleason serving on the near side. Flight was canceled yesterday to get in. Had to rebook, come in early this morning. Got up at 3:30 in the morning to be here.
Take a deep breath real quick.
We have a timeout.
You gotta take a deep breath. All right. Where's our target at? I get that Quinn Gleason's moving a lot. It's a little bit. Keshav, if you have anything to add.
I'm just gonna say, like, you guys just look a little low energy right now. Like,
Yeah.
Start hyping it up a little, and then like whoever's at the net, let's destroy the middle. Like I'm telling you, nobody's gonna be hitting like alley shots with this little time. You know?
Yeah. Keshav brought the energy. Let's get it up. All right. Even if it needs some kangaroo jumps, let's go. Come on.
Go to twitch.tv/
Find that rhythm. We have that performance, and then they're like, come on.
Keshav Choka trying to get a coach's bonus right there, stepping in as the assistant coach, trying to get his team going. Energy is the way in doubles. You have to. Martin Gutierrez sat with us a little bit ago, talked about that. He's arguably been one of the best doubles players of the league, and it's because of the energy that he brings. As Tampa has an 8-5 lead, Delaney Hewitt, big serve, but even better return by Quinn Gleason, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish alumni, coming in for today to try to help get their first doubles win for Tampa this season.
What a point! This is such a complimentary doubles team where they're both Vicky Flores playing her role, looking around to play defense, rip that passing shot down the line for a winner.
Oh, right back at you, Luke.
Yeah, and how you counter that, especially with Gleason being so aggressive, you just go down the line. Just like, I'm just target there, they're gonna have to cover it and execute that down the line return.
Big serve by Abby, 6 minutes left. We got 3 overall for doubles, but only 1 for women's doubles. Men's doubles after this, mixed doubles to finish 145-131. That's the overall score, and then you see the 11-8 score. That's where the players are playing for their own prize money within the matches. Big backhand down the line by Abby. Vicky with the good stretch to save it to just 1 because clean winners are worth 2. Gives it right back. We saw her struggle with some serve faults. You only get 1 tots here. She struggled with it a little bit in the women's singles, 12-9 overall. 5.5 minutes left.
Watch for the mighty Quinn. She could serve and volley. She's very good with the S&V. She can also serve and stay back.
She can also underhand serve.
Yeah, she's very creative. She's a thinker on the tennis court, and then Flores flying all over the place. She misses that one, but boy, she likes to be in the mix.
And that's the thing, a lot of times just investing by moving around. You might miss some volleys, but that chaos.
Abby, what an overhead.
There's that short lob you were talking about. Tampa, unfortunately, on the wrong end of that. +2, so Delaney's gonna go back and serve on the same side. Vicky tries to run around and power back a forehand return. See right there on that screen, that's how these players got here for the challenge team. You scan that QR code. We got 1 more event left, Thursday and Friday. It's your last opportunity for this season. If you think you belong on this court, come prove it. Sign that QR code and earn your way onto this spot on Saturday by making it through Thursday and Friday. 148, 136 in the overall score. Abby Rincelli on the far side serving for the challenge team. Great return.
What a point.
Great hands. Great swing and volley. Great defense and reflexes by both teams, but too good by mighty Quinn. There's that no let rule. The serve hits the net, but it goes in the box. You do play it. Yelena was not phased. stayed calm and steady. Great job there.
She had to go. It was a bad toss, but she has to strike it.
This is where you see some of the inexperience might come in as the pressure's building up. They get a little bit nervous. These challenge players are not used to playing, not just under these lights in this incredible arena, but also with these rules. Great hands by Quinn.
What a shot, what a save!
Yelena, way to be ready. That was absolutely great reflexes by Quinn, but Yelena with speed.
Underhand.
Oh, quick
Wow.
serve. Quinn wasn't ready, needs another coffee. Don't blame her after her flight this morning.
What a volley from Flores. Just stuck it cross court.
Luke, we got 3 minutes left, but this is definitely the best women's doubles match of the year.
No doubt. All four players at the very top of their ability right now and just firing away from the returns, the serve, and I love the net play.
18-16 Tampa in the overall doubles portion, 152-139, close in both. 2.5 minutes left. Quinn Gleason coming in, try to help Tampa get their first doubles win of the season, and if she can help them accomplish that, it'll lock in the team win overall.
This is the matchup you want for the challenger team. Yelena serving that beautiful kick serve. Just misses it long.
It's tough when you have that one serve rule. Yelena definitely the best server on the court. She's going for offense, she's trusting it, just missed it.
Watch out for the mighty Quinn right here. Look at it, she's right on top of the net.
And that's where even just moving.
Yes.
So it was open, but just the pressure it puts on the returner.
The signal is given. Vicky's going to execute the serve and watch Quinn fly around there.
And that's the forced errors just from moving around at the net.
You can always default just return down the middle. She's going to move right or left. The middle is always a high percentage play.
There we see a quick look at Haley Sander, our director of social media. Look at her courtside, getting down right there, getting as close to the action as possible.
That was right on the line.
Hopefully she got that +2 from Abby. Great return winner. Make sure you check out all the content that Haley's been putting up, our Intense Instagram page, TikTok as well. We are everywhere, LinkedIn, Facebook. And thank you to everybody joining us on Peachtree Sports Network as Quinn backhand return down the line. We got to see that highlight clip on social media soon.
Mighty Quinn for the winner. Work some clock, work some clock. Yeah, that was a brick, Abby. Just too much of a big backswing on that forehand volley. And now 30 seconds left. You can work the clock now. Ease it in. Look at Flores with the hands.
Just wide. Vicky taking over right there. Great job by Vicky. Incredible first poach. We're going to have our last point here. What a performance by both Vicky, but also Quinn as well, to fly in this morning, to play that well. I don't care how good you are at something. When you're short on sleep, but you make that effort, that is an incredible performance. As we look at some highlights from this women's doubles, saw some back and forth. Once again, the women just so close, but a great performance by Quinn, the doubles specialist on the WTA Tour. Hit a couple backhand winners down the line, trying to impact things there with her movement at the net. Unbelievable pickup by Vicky down there to go down the line, but Yelena firing away. Tampa trying to hold off the challenge team, even though they had that +2. As we go courtside with Luke, it's got Vicky and the mighty Quinn.
A dynamic doubles win. What was the difference?
You got it. I think we really brought the energy as a team. We came out there with a plan and we were able to execute it. They played well, but Vicky was so steady from the baseline.
Can you tell who had media training between the two of us?
No, but she's so aggressive at the net. You're ripping from the baseline, but you came out of your shell at the net.
I did. I missed a couple of the net. I was a little tight, but then I got out of it, and it was all good.
So you came out with a Yankee hat. You got a yellow card, but you got a great hat game now with the Intense merch.
We'll go Yankees anyways. Still supporting. But yeah, Intense. Got to represent also.
What are your thoughts on the format?
I love it. So much energy, so much fun. Yeah, having a blast out here.
What about the court?
Well, if you look at her on the sidelines.
Now, how are you going to support the guys?
Well, what we've been doing is working, so we're going to turn it up a little bit here.
Yep. Get those cowbells going here.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Let's get fired up. More intense tennis next.
Well, I think she's earned the right to say go Yankees, even though the Marlins and Braves inside of all of us here in Atlanta are not too thrilled at that. But with her effort to come up 3:30 in the morning, make it here, straight to the arena, performance like that to stop the run the challenge team made to finish off men's singles. Great job by her and Vicky Flores. We got men's doubles that are coming back up right now. Challenge team is going to have to make a run here. If not, it's going to be pretty tough. 161-142 in the overall score, 27-19 in doubles. It's been an absolute battle. That women's singles bolt, the very first one, just an incredible job by Vicky and Sion to go back and forth. And that has really helped them just create such a big lead that even though everything else has been so tight, the challenge team just hasn't been able to get very close, as we have Nori Smiles and Sam Frizella on the near side, Tyler Stites and Keshav Chopra on the far side, and definitely no surprise with Keshav in. And Nori was about to toss, but we weren't quite ready. Nori wants to play. Let's get it going. Big kick, and that's one of the things we've really seen with this jumpy court. The way the court takes it, the ball jumps up and away with these kick serves. Keshav, first weekend playing on here, still needs to get used to some of that spin. And Sam says, where'd you pull that one out of, Nori? Great inside-out forehand. Challenge team supporters here in the arena getting a little bit quiet with how Tampa has stepped up here, racking up a couple points in a row. 9.5 minutes left in men's doubles. Mixed doubles coming up next. Tampa on a roll to get things started. Calm and collected. We've talked about the energy, but they're steady right there. Nori's saying that's all right. I mean, we won a lot of points in a row. I know I faulted there. That's okay. Tyler Stites to serve for the challenge team on the far side. Longtime friends here, Tyler Stites and Keshav. Growing up together, training together in Atlanta. Sam says, I don't care. How about them apples with a +2 backhand volley winner? You can be friends all you want, but you can't handle that. That's right. Get a little bit of confusion. You hit a +2 winner, you got to go back and serve on the same side. So Sam was like, hey, wait, I got to go back and serve on that same side. But he's got that going. We got our sponsors going on the bottom of our screen. Emory Sports Medicine been taking care of a lot of players. Almost a great half volley there by Sam. Sports the Cab Body Armor. Thank you very much. Season 1 last week come to an end. Make sure you come. Go watch some of these Sam Frizzell returns. +2s, this is what we talked about in the beginning, the way that the +2s can really rack up. Fortunate for the challenge team, it's Tampa wrapping it up. This time, Tyler was ready for that inside-out forehand. And Nori just getting a little too cute, but it's okay. Racked up a lot of points, 36-22 in the overall doubles portion. Nori going for that. It did hang in his strike zone, 170-146. As that volley floats long, Luke, what does the challenge team need to do here? Tampa's playing well.
You got to make some returns. You have got to pinpoint what you're trying to do on that side of the net, because if you don't, it's just going to float. And then in this case, Nori, it's just too quick, right? So you got to either go down the line, just chest him, go right at his chest, make him feel that your return's got some bite on it.
And there you talked about the returns. As Keshav missed one, Sam gives him the fall back. A lot of times these players are afraid to put a ball in the opponent's hands there at the net, but you got to just trust it. Keshav trying to go big kick to the backhand. Nori does not like his backhand as much as he likes his forehand, but a little over ambitious trying to run around it. Great kick.
Look at that, just taking that blitz play, getting in close, and just driving those volleys. Tampa's really improved their doubles. I mean, that was really their Achilles heel early on. But they've come out just with more energy, more positive purpose.
Yeah, Tampa's winless in doubles the entire year. Bringing in Quinn Gleason, WTA doubles specialist, to try to help them. She makes an incredible effort to fly in, no sleep, straight to the arena, says, I'm good to play. And as just the fire that she's brought to her team. Vicky Flores was a spark last week in the singles portion for her team. Quinn in doubles, great job managing things. Yelena with all the players that she's had to figure out what's the best way for this team to perform, and they are stepping it up today.
Well, think about for this match specifically and the rest of the season, if you can throw in Gleason, the women's doubles, and then of course finish it with mixed, with that much seasoning and that much just positivity, understanding how to poach and how to play off your partner, you got a winner there. It's so important in doubles to have a net player that is just a chaos agent, that is disrupting the other side at all times. Oh, that's a great shot. Just take that. I would have gone for the tag, like bonus.
Well, when we get that +3 rule in, that'll be in there. That's in our suggestion box for season 2.
And how about Gleason with the underhand serves? A little sloppy Joe, being creative. It's really been a shot in the arm.
But I think that's been the fun part for all of us here, right? With these different rules and different formats, all of us get to see different strategies, which is so refreshing for all of us.
But isn't Coach Pistolesi, doesn't he find the team if they do it? I think Jacksonville, they're not jamming on the underhand serve. I love it. I think it's great.
There's definitely a time and place for it, as long as you practice it, and Quinn's been practicing it. I don't think Nori's been practicing that topspin lob. It's dropped short. Tyler +2, rushing back. Still a lot of time for the men to pick it up a little bit right here. Great pickup by Tyler, sensing that Sam was going to be looking to poach right there. That's an experienced doubles player, just a standout Auburn player playing with his longtime friend and training partner, Kasey Chopra from Georgia Tech.
Look at that.
Look how they're moving together. They know each other very well.
Time!
They're trying to mess with the momentum right now. You guys keep doing what you need to be moving before. But that's great. Keep smacking the ball. Your return are insane. The serve, we keep doing those thicken, like with a lot of size, they cannot attack. One thing that we can make happen is whenever you do that serve on the little guy, you go. So Sam is gonna cross, but you go, you know that you're running to your full man, okay? Just to make it happen sometime. Not every time, but I'm saying try to get the approach shot, okay? Let's go. Let's go. Keep it aggressive. Come on.
Yelena, this is JY here. Your team's making a run there. How do you feel about it? Nervous.
A little bit nervous. No, they should be okay. Just have to keep going how they started. Keep being aggressive and then just looking for the down the line. Sometimes just try to hide it a little bit more. They're showing too much the shoulder. They're opening the side, so hopefully it works.
And you are winless in doubles as a team. You guys had Jacksonville last time. They made that big comeback, and you guys held them off. But have you discussed anything different on how to manage this lead?
I mean, I told them they're doing the great thing. Last time, Adam was thinking that he was doing something wrong. I told him that no, because he's the one taking more risk. So it's okay if he's missing 2 shots. As soon as they're still aggressive and the one like, see, bravo, great job. So yeah, they just keep doing the right thing and then try to keep, no matter what, if they lose 4 points in a row, try to keep doing the same thing over and over. It's gonna work.
All right, thanks, Yelena. Good luck as you finish this off.
Great job, keep going.
Tyler trying to go right at Nori, but great reflex.
That's why you came to this.
45-37.
Nori's got some great hands. You know, I mean, he's got the creativity. He'll go for the soft stuff and the angles. But man, he accepted that responsibility to be up there and handle all that pace that's coming right at him.
He loves being at the net. When he steps up close and he's got the server behind him, he has this look on his face. It's totally different than when he's behind the baseline.
He's always looking forehand, obviously, from the base. There, look at that cannon.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, that's unbelievable. He goes inside out. I would have broken my wrist. That little forehand off angle.
Over-ambitious there, trying to find that forehand. Trying to hide the backhand. Great return by Tyler Stites. 46-40 in the overall doubles portion.
Okay, here's your move. You got to play fast, but don't rush. Solid serve and get that +1, hopefully 2-pointer. Okay, we'll take that. Just keep chipping away. Keep chipping away.
Irina, this is JY here.
Hey, how's it going?
I know we don't want to interrupt you too much, but you got your team making a run here.
Yeah, I think that Keshav and Tyler have just been doing a great job here, keeping the momentum, bringing in the energy, and I think it's just, you know, it's not over till it's over, and so we're just putting up a battle right here. Come on, boys, come on.
Yeah, Coach, you got your team at right where you want them right now. The energy is so good. Tactically, what do you want to see?
I want those returns to be in. I want just first serves and those returns to. We got to make them play. We just got to make them make more balls and then make the smart choices. That's the biggest thing.
All right, a minute and a half here. Irina, we'll let you get back to it as you finish today off. Good luck.
What a show! Just missed it.
Just missed it.
Here we go, guys.
I mean, be courtside here, it's really cool because you absolutely feel every swing.
Guys, come on, come on, come on. Give me one more minute, let's go.
Both teams sensing how important these moments are right now as we get mixed doubles coming up. Tampa wants to extend the lead.
That's a
You're right, you're right, you're right.
Falling away inside out, inside in.
Style points, style points. Oh, that's a great stick volley.
Way to go.
You know, just climbing. If they get in the 170s, let's say 173, 174, gives mixed doubles a real opportunity.
Way to go, Keshav.
Missed opportunity by Nori. That ball was floating. And Tyler trying to go for the fast serve. 30 seconds left, 52-47, 186, 170. Got the two scores because we got the prize money for the doubles portion. Then you got the overall. Sam trying to play with some more heroics right there. This time didn't work. Keshav Chopra far side for the challenge team.
Yeah.
Oh, overcooking it. That's the one he wants. He's so mad he missed that last point before mixed doubles. Oh, with the +2 sends a message to stop the challenge team. It's still close, but oh, those +2, that's going to be huge as we get into mixed doubles. Challenge team was making a run, but Tampa has just always found a way to hold them off just enough. As Nori came in for Tampa and they went on a run, looked at inside out, angle forehand. It's hard to teach, but then Nori coming in right there, also poaching more, being incredibly active. Sam did a good job, but then challenge team making a run themselves. Doing a good job right there. We'll see if Tampa can hold them off. We have Sam Frizzell courtside, Nori as well with Luke Jensen.
I'll tell you, you guys don't even look like the same doubles team. You end up with a winner down the line. What's been changing with this team?
We've really been trying to play a lot more aggressive. You know, the other teams have done a good job of closing the net even with one serve. So we told ourselves today we're going to go after it, crash middle, and play a lot of good doubles.
You're crashing middle. That net is your zone.
Yeah, I mean, as Coach say, as Sam said, like the coach, you know, gave us the game plan. Like, got to be aggressive, pound down the middle, you know, just go after it every time. Even if you miss, just trust it, keep going for it. And then, thank God it's still work, it's going. So we're just gonna keep doing so.
What do you want to see in the mixed doubles?
A lot of aggression, a lot of big returns, good serves, and some wins.
Any tags? I want to see a forehand tag.
We'll try, we'll try.
Try doesn't cut it, do it. Let's do it, don't think, just do. Mixed doubles ball coming up next.
Let's see what both teams are gonna do as we get ready for our final bolt. The doubles is on the line, the team portion is on the line. Quinn Gleason has been stepping it up. She's probably gonna see some action. We'll see who's gonna step in for mixed doubles and to see how they can finish this off for both teams. Just such a seesaw. That first bolt really has been the major difference when we're gonna go back and look at this. Was that the one bolt that defined the rest of the match? Neither team has been able to make a massive run since that first bolt. It's just been back and forth, Mixed doubles, we're going to have Keshav Chopra coming in, Sierra Sandy, and then for Tampa, Vicky Flores, Nori Smiles. Can't go wrong with any of these players in. This is one of the toughest part with these substitutions in and out. You can pick who you want. Both teams filled with great players in doubles. How do you pick? You just trust your team. You watch it practice. You have the conversations. Nori Smiles and Vicky Flores going to get the serve here for our third final bolt of doubles. Final bolt of the duel. Nori gives one last smile before the serve. Sierra Sandy there coming in. That's a great volley from below the net. That's tough. It's one of those volleys you actually hate as a doubles player. You're looking to poach and it just barely goes over the net, catches you off guard. But Vicky handled it extremely well. Just seen a lot of missed returns from Keshav. That's just been the one thing that's held him back in doubles. Trying to play aggressive. Bolt 6 confirms that. It's be about 2 inches just long. Great short kick wide. Heavy forehand. So much action on there. Sierra trying to find her way to the net, play aggressive. But it's dangerous to come in if you're not doing very well against Nori. I guess they're calling it a touch, not a +2. I thought it was a touch. So much action in topspin. That is just tough. Tampa has made runs early on in all the doubles bolts, and that's just really helped them a lot, making another run right now. Let's see if the scoreboard pressure is going to get to them. Great reflex. That's a point the challenge team needed because Nori was serving extremely well. Keshav Chopra now serving for the challenge team. Sierra Sandy at the net. Oh no, just when you want to build momentum. One serve only in this format gives it right back. Sierra saw some action in women's singles, leading things off in mixed doubles. Has the power right there, but what a move by Nori. As we see a timeout for Irina to stop the bleeding.
You out with Abby. You did good. You did good. It's just give him a different look. Give him a different look. You're in. You're in. Big energy. Big energy. All right? Remember, big energy and big target, especially on the backhand. They're going to go kick on you. They're going to go big kick. There we go. Let's go.
Just go. Go for her. They switch. You know her. You know her. Let's go. You guys are doing great.
See the commentary from both teams. Nori just playing extremely well, so they got to try to sub something out and figure it out. You see the encouragement from Quinn on the sideline. The double specialist doesn't need to get in right now with the performance that Vicky and Nori are having.
Well, if you don't return down the line and keep him honest, keep him thinking about it, he's going to be just hugging that middle and dominating you. There's nothing more annoying for a returner than a very aggressive, confident net player.
Vicky just misses that. This lead really ballooned pretty quick. Challenge team running out of time, 8 minutes left. Mix up on the serve. Looked to be the wrong server. Nori's back in.
When you see Nori wind up for that forehand, I mean, the whole place just gets nervous. I mean, it's just a kill shot. And he's got the touch.
That's tough because as a opponent on the other side, you see the forehand, so you wait, you just brace yourself, and then he drops it right in front of you.
Oh, way to get back. That's a two-pointer. It's exactly what you want to do for the challenger team. Just hang in there, look for the opportunity to strike.
Great close, just.
Oh, missed it.
Oh no, that was
just overcooked it.
There it is, but bolt 6 shows it millimeters out. 67.53, 201, 176. The overall team portion might be getting out of hand with overheads like that, but the challenge team also trying to win their share of the prize money. Is whoever wins the doubles, they get their share of the prize money. It's separate from the overall team portion in Tampa.
Oh, showtime! Let's go a little showtime on that short angle forehand. JY, there's time, man. 6:13 on the clock. Challenge team start getting some 2-pointers.
But that's a problem when you donate it back with serves right there, because the 2-pointers usually come from the poaches. You need to serve that.
It's the one thing Abby usually is really good at, but because of this quick format, she's been out of rhythm. They've been working on that since the singles today.
Nori lining up for this big short kick wide. Really tough to handle in this court. Abby does a good job, but the problem is it just makes it easy for him to find his forehand. Sets up Vicky with a great poach right there. Man, he has shown all of it. Angles, power.
He's not even the same player that Nori, right? Since the beginning of the season. I mean, he has really improved a ton through all this pressure and competition. So impressive.
Definitely. Well, there's a reason why he started in singles in this season, and then took a back seat. Sam Frizzell took that lead from him. But Nori, great response, being so mature, stepping it up, just saying, I'll get better. And he's definitely shown it as we have another timeout here.
Yeah, there's no timeout. Tell him, Sion. Yeah, you use both, women and men's. Yeah, women's and men's. Focus, man.
Yellow card, yellow card.
Yellow card for the ref there. They were out of timeouts. No rhythm disrupted. Nori on fire.
Clean winner off that fear hand.
He's just loving life. He's going for it all.
I just love this challenger team. They just keep fighting.
Trying to confirm who served. So many fast-paced actions going back and forth, but now the clock runs down. Hard to keep things organized with all the moving parts, and the challenge team without the experience. This is where experience is really showing now.
Boy, that's a big return from Abby. You just pick your target and let her rip.
See if they can hang in. 78-56, 22-point lead. Clock's rolling down. Nori's letting everything go, in or out. He's swinging for it. He's had the shot of the night. He's going to keep rolling with it to try to find another one.
There you go. That's a 2-pointer.
Keisha making it through the challenge series that any one of you can sign up for in that QR code. Play Thursdays and Fridays. Trying to make a move right here. Poach +2, another poach right there. Tampa trying to stop this momentum. Timeout.
That's a smart timeout, too, because, I mean, challenger team was just starting to feel really good about their net play.
Hey, don't think about the score. Be positive, play the same thing. You're doing amazing. The guy is going to go a little bit more for approach shot, just because right now we give opportunity to be more aggressive. Keep being smart. Keep being there in the net. Yeah. Keep managing angles. You're doing great. There's nothing bad to say. Like, honestly, you just miss one forehand, you're looking at me. No, you make like 5 of it, okay? Come on. 3-1, let's go. Come on. I don't know why we don't get confident at 20 points over.
If you're a player, that's what you love the most. The support from your coach, even when you are not doing so well, to say you're doing the right thing. Stick with it. $79-60 in the doubles, 212-183. 3 minutes, not sure they can make a run here. They're going to try, though. Nori, with his kick serve, has been really tough to handle. So jumpy on this court that really takes the spin, jumping up and away above Abby's shoulder.
Abby tried to get up on top of it, but it just late movement, late breaking movement. It's tough to get on top and do something with it. Yeah, those lobs, they just, no, you just go for a big forehand.
It's the problem when you have too many weapons, too many ideas, too much creativity. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, that's just a hammer.
But then he does that. I mean, he just can't. Stokey said it the best a few weeks ago. He can have the 5 best shots of the day and the 5 worst ones at the same time. Fortunately for him, I think he's had 7 of the best ones. Vicky!
Flores for the winner!
What a response by Vicky. Again, holding off the challenge team. Above her shoulder, forehand winner.
He's got it, he's got it. Oh! That was tough. He's running to the sideline. He's got the team right there. The umpire's right there. High part of the net.
He just loves that inside out.
He does, yeah.
The problem is it's so big, you have to respect the inside in, the middle, and it's just tough when you're at the net. What do you do?
Well, look at that. I mean, he can give you dental work right there. Make sure you got a nice dentist on like speed dial when you're facing him.
This is where I'd love the stats from the +2s, right? Because I would think it feels about even with the plus minus when he's been on the court.
There's the 2, that's 2-pointer right there.
+2 for Kasich as he's going to run back. But I think Norrie's hit so many winners that he's overridden some of these terrible shots he's hit.
He just has so many options, like you said, that it's just like, where's the one I want to kind of deploy at that time? They have such a nice lead right now, too, that he's on cruise control.
He's cruising, looking at the clock and enjoying the victory. 30 seconds left. That first women's doubles bolt when challenge team had made that run to get them within 11, maybe even within 9. That just killed all the momentum for the challenge team. Last couple points, Tampa is gonna get another win. And the fault, and this has been the issue with, I would say the challenge team has been the serve faults and the return misses. I think that's just been the biggest difference. The experience just showed Tampa takes the win right there. 220-193, taking the women's singles and the overall doubles portion to give them enough. Challenge team made a good run there in the men's, but not enough. Great job by Yelena managing this. We got some highlights right here that just show off Tampa doing a great job. Challenge team trying to figure it out. They threw Sierra Sandy in right there, but Norrie really stepped it up early, gave themselves such a big lead that it just became so tough. You know, and it gave them the opportunity to sometimes play around a little bit too much, you know, and have these cute little shots and these fun inside outs that didn't, you know, go with him. But then he would just come back with another great inside in like that. And that was just, it's all Norrie, winning and losing. He did it all. And got to look at that match summary right there. The women's doubles, Quinn Gleason coming in, did a great job right there. Tough ask for her flying in so early. Men's doubles, they did what they could, but it just wasn't enough, 30-27. But then once Norrie came back in mixed doubles, man, 32-21. The inside ins, the inside outs, just a great job. And then we're gonna look at that match summary, 73-58 in the women's singles. The run by the challenge team, but too much Norrie in doubles and Quinn as well, as we go courtside with Luke, who's got the winning team.
Team Tampa, where'd you guys come from? What a performance.
Thank you. Well, they did a great job. We've been listening in practice the last couple of weeks, getting back little by little, and we tried to get ready for tomorrow.
Well, talk about the doubles, because that seemed to really lift.
Yes, that was great. They know they had to be ready on that because we've been losing a lot of doubles lately. We're still tied even though we were 20 points over, but probably tomorrow is going to make a big change. Now that we won one, we're going to be good.
What about your addition? The mighty Quinn comes from a flight situation, drinking coffee.
We got Danny as well. So it was in the last second. Everyone was pumped. Everyone bring like the good energy, make them feel like home, and they did a great job. Did a great job in doubles too. Singles, they both step in, so that was good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go Tampa!
We see an excited Tampa. We have an excited Tampa team right there. Really the team of survivors today. You know, Mighty Quinn flying in, flight was canceled, comes right in. Incredible mental effort, didn't know how much she was gonna play. Yelena threw her in, she trusted her, and what a performance in women's doubles. And then also Danny Muminovic, free agent call up an hour and a half before the event started, had to step in for Trey Mallory. Yelena managing it. What's been really impressive throughout the season is they were off to a very slow start, no wins after a couple weeks, but everybody getting better and better. She's finding this person plays here, this person starts there, let's bring in this person, let's manage it like this. Just an incredible job by her to manage the entire season, and Nori to see his best performance. Definitely had some of the worst shots of the day, but so many amazing +2s. He did an incredible job. Tonight, we're gonna come back. We have another event, 7 o'clock, 6:30 with the pre-search show. The two best teams. We just saw the challenge team try to make a push against the Tampa team. Tampa held them off, but tonight, the two best teams square off to see who's gonna take full control of the championship destiny. Be back at 6:30 for the pre-search show. 7 p.m. game time. We will be back. Thank you and see you then.